place where you belong. Give you strength to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising,
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Matchday Live right here on the Toon Review YouTube channel for Chelsea versus Newcastle with the new look stat screen, and I hope you all enjoy it. As usual, if you do enjoy the show, please give it the thumbs up. And of course, if you're new to the channel and like what you see, please do subscribe. You do have to be a subscriber to comment on the channel during the show, so please do get yourself subscribed. As you can see, we are 123 away from 33,000, so hopefully we'll get as close as we can to that during the course of the show today. You can support the channel in both ways. One is by the membership, which is the join button underneath the three of us, and of course super chats are available, which is the $ at the bottom of the live comments, and that will guarantee your comments to be read out live on the show. Good evening, fellas. Sorry, good afternoon, I should say.
Good morning to all.
Yeah.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, indeed. Well, we'll get straight into it, guys, because obviously, as you can see, the lineups are running through the screen there. Everything's looking pretty awesome, to be honest. Fantastic job that the guys have done for me in building this. Martin Watson's been a member for 23 months. Greetings all. Hopefully a win today. Well, Martin, hopefully. But thank you for your support over the 23 months. Much appreciated, my friend. Now, obviously, you know, the graphics, etc. We're hoping to one day get StreamYard to be able to put this as the general overlay. But obviously, I'm having to go through different software to bring it up on screen so that we can get the overlay on here fully, and maybe the three of us in the middle. But we'll see if StreamYard can do anything about that in the future. George Graham, who's been a member for 1 month. Thank you, George. Afternoon, lad. Shame about AG10. Big moment for Harvey Barnes and Miggy. Season delivering game, potentially. Ha. Well, let's take a look at the lineups in more detail then, shall we? This is how Newcastle United line up today. No particular order, of course. Nick Pope, Fabian Schär, Joe Linton, Tonali, Barnes, Isak, Hall, Livramento, Almiron, Byrne, and Bruno, the captain. On the substitutes bench, we have Odysseys. We've got Ruddy, Kraft, Asula, Murphy, Kelly, Willock, Longstaff, and, of course, Lewis Miley. Billy, AG10, he's out, groin injury. Must have just appeared yesterday in training. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, nothing wrong with him, according to Eddie Howe on Friday. It's a big loss for us, but, I mean, Harvey Barnes does deserve a chance to start in his proper position. So I'm looking forward to see what he can do today. It's the side we all expected. I'm glad to see Almiron in for Murphy. I think he deserves his chance ahead of Murphy.
Yep.
Obviously, if Gordon was fit, he wouldn't have been in, but fact of the matter is, he is, and I don't like seeing two keepers on the bench.
No. Alex, what do you make of it?
Yeah, it's a shame about Gordon, but it is a potential chance for Harvey Barnes. He's obviously been the best goal scorer for us in recent memory toward the back end of last season and the start of this year. So it gives him a chance to have a run of games potentially. Depends what's wrong with Gordon. You never know. Silver lining, because as good as Gordon is, he's not really been scoring. Apart there was one pen, of course, but yeah, it would be nice to see Barnes play. I don't mind Miggy in this game. Away from home against a very tough Chelsea side, the work rate. Yeah, I get people's gripes about Miggy, fair enough, but the work rate might assist us because it's going to be a very tricky afternoon for the back four.
Well, this is how the home side line up. Chelsea start with Sanchez, James, Fofana, Colwill, Gusto, Lavia, Casado, Madueke, Palmer, Neto, and Jackson, Billy.
2 right backs. One playing left back, of course. Gusto play left back, but they're both right backs. I'll be interested to see how they play. Maybe a little avenue for us to get at.
Yeah,
it's that front 4, though, isn't it? Palmer, Neto, Jackson, and Madueke really got to defend well today. And the midfield's got to help them out. And the wingers got to help them out. Yeah, and then if they are in trouble, look at the bench. Good grief. And Kunku, João Felix, Sancho. Jesus Christ. It's a bit worrying.
Yeah.
They've probably got him on the bench at some point as well.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I mean, it's unbelievable, really, isn't it? It's an incredible lineup for Chelsea, of course. But look, we have to do what we've got to do, and it's very important that we start the game well today. We've got a Jimmy Barr gifting 5 Toon Review memberships. Jimmy, that's incredibly kind. Thank you so much, my man. And someone decided to unsubscribe when we started the show. That's incredible. I mean, how confident are you, Alex, with Anthony Gordon out? Of course, none of us were very optimistic in the preview show. I think it's just knocked us a little bit again, hasn't it?
It's a tricky one. I mean, The Athletic put a good video out today. I can't remember the host name, so I apologize for that. But it was a good video. It basically a big summary of our recent gripes about how we've recruited a lot of players, or we've got a lot of players that are good at pressing or are good off the ball, reasonably disciplined, but we don't have the sort of creative talent that we want. And today, we're gonna, if we do want a lot of the ball, we're gonna have to really, really fight for it. So you never know; it could be a game that might be good for us. Players like Tonali, Joelinton, Bruno, especially, you even got your Miggies and stuff, are quite tenacious players. They like a physical battle. They like a duel. So if they're all up for it today, it could be good. And if Isak can link up well with Barnes, you never know. They have got some inexperienced players. Lavia and Caicedo are still quite young. They are prone to a couple of mistakes. Sanchez has been found wanting a little bit with some mistakes so far this season. So there is definitely scope for us to win this game. However, everybody does have to be very, very switched on because they've got a nice balanced lineup. Pedro Neto, of course, who a lot of players on their 11 we've actually covered on our own transfer shows on this channel.
Yeah, we've
done Neto, Madueke, Lavia, Gusto. We've looked at most of those for our recruitment, and obviously most of them have all ended up at Chelsea. But Neto left-footed on the left, Madueke right-footed on the right. Palmer creative through the middle, 2 very competent midfielders in Caicedo and Lavia. They've just thrown money at everybody, and they've found a very, very nice balanced team. So it is going to be tricky. And as Billy states, the bench is absolutely disgusting. I mean, they have the Euros winning left back from Spain. They have the World Cup winning midfielder from Argentina. They've got one of the players of the season from Germany in Nkunku. They've got one of the brightest young talents that was winger in Jadon Sancho. The Barcelona Atletico Madrid.
All right, Alex. All right. We get it.
It just goes on and on and on. It's a nightmare. And the defender that we wanted in Tosun as well.
Yeah, they've got a plethora, Alex. I think is what you.
Those are the players that aren't even playing, so that's just annoying.
Gary Moffat says, guys, I'm sorry, but I think we'll get absolutely battered today 5-1, but then beat them in the cup on Wednesday. I'm really worried about today, though, if ever a system change was needed. Well, I mean, look, it's...
I mean, this does have the potential to be like Anfield last year or the Emirates last year. It does. It really does.
Yeah.
It smells of that kind of game to me already, looking at the lineups. It really does. If we stand up and play well and get a result today, I'll be ecstatic. I really will.
Lilypad Gaming, can we bring the 2 keepers on? Surely with 3 in goal, we can't let in more than 3.
Well, if that doesn't scream we've had a bad window, I don't know what does.
Exactly.
Indeed. Ollie says, honestly, we need to have lots of shots today. Their keeper is the weak link. Yeah, but we haven't been doing that. I mean, that's what we've been trying to say. It's all right saying that Chelsea are a bit this or that at the back, and the keeper can be a bit dodgy, but we need to put the keeper under pressure, Billy.
Exactly. And generally, when keepers play against us, they turn into Superman anyway. So, yeah, it's we've got to be clinical today. Not give the ball away. Keep the ball as long as we can. Not giving it away stupidly. just be tactically sound, and maybe we'll get something out of it. But it's going to be a hard ask.
I've got something here. I do think that Miggy might be quite important today, just for rustling feathers. Because he's, regardless of what people think of him, he's very good at irritating the goalkeeper because he's so quick.
He's got to rustle something. Just Matt, who's been a member for 6 months now. Thank you, mate, for your support. Hi, lads. Glad to continue to support the channel. I have been struggling lately with my bipolar, and this channel has helped me a lot. So cheers. Thank you very much, Matt, and stay strong, buddy. You know, we're a big community here. So if you ever need to reach out, then please do. Anthony says absolutely no reason why a youngster couldn't be on the bench.
Agree.
Why does he do this, Alex?
Well, it's ultimately it's because he wants the youngsters to get minutes for the youth teams. So if they commit to play a game for the youth team, they probably can't really be on the bench then. So it's that's essentially why this happens. If they are going to sit on the bench, it's because they do potentially need to be called upon. So he's not just going to sit them on the bench all season and not have them play in the youth games potentially. So it's one of those. I agree. It's really frustrating because there have been moments where Sanusi, I think, could have potentially been an option for us. You know, Alfie Harrison, we considered maybe he's dropped down the pecking order a little bit. But yeah, I do agree. We're in a tricky situation now. But you've got to remember a lot of the youngsters that we've recruited are quite young. They probably do need a little bit more time before they can be called upon for the first team, really.
Isaac's got strapper on his right knee instantly. Just a
great.
Don't know why.
That's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Great news. Absolutely buzzing with that news. Thanks, Billy. Slothy's asking, where is Matt at Target? Does anybody want to have a stab at that? And
Boots, probably.
Hopefully, not put on a cheese grater because there could be terrible things going on if they did.
Oh, Billy. Graham says, say what you like about possession stats, but if you have the ball, you can score, and they can't.
That is correct.
I mean,
very true.
That's as
Nice one, Michael
you're
Owen.
ever going to.
But look what happened against Brighton. We did control the entire match, and we lost it because we didn't use the possession. So it's still a great tactic, and if we play that Brighton game many times more, we win it most times. It's just one of those.
If we lose today, we can make it up on Wednesday night. Hopefully, we get something out of both games. This is my first stream, and I'll be watching. Thank you, matey. Much appreciated. Billy, we're 12th in the table. So, we could be even lower by the end of today if results go against us. Anthony Tuck, thank you very much for your super chat. Afternoon, Paul, Billy, Bob, and Alex from Tucky. Thank you, Tucky. We could be even lower, Billy.
We could, and with Arsenal to come next. Yeah, it's not looking bright unless we can get a result today.
Yeah,
we need. If we get a point today, it'd be a fantastic point. I think everyone will take a point now if I offered it. Yeah. But interesting to see how we play the game. I don't want to see us fall into that low block and try and kind of sponge it up for the whole game. I really don't.
Well, hopefully we won't fall into the low block, but you never know. You never know. Steve Heddes has just joined you and see Gordon is not playing. Signing his new contract has been rewarded with being dropped. He hasn't been dropped. He's got a groin problem. Heddes, he's injured, so he won't be available for the game. I mean, guys, I don't mean to put a downer on it, but when we've got Isak so bang out of form, Miggy, who is Miggy. I think that the fact of the matter is, Alex, we're going to expect a lot from Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, we've done this to ourselves with, you look at the Bournemouth game, a point, Everton game, a point, Brighton, 0 points. So out of those 3 games, we got 2 points. So now we're looking at Chelsea and Arsenal fixtures, needing wins really to try and stay in that pack for European football. So we've done it to ourselves. But Barnes has been the goal scorer this season. He's been the guy that can come on. I was very critical of Barnes of going missing when games got very physical. He has since kind of improved that aspect in a black and white shirt, and I'm proud to say I enjoy watching him now. He's obviously not as speedy as Gordon, but not many players are. So yeah, he's going to be important today because we need the rest of them are kind of misfire in front of goal, or at least they have been recently. So Barnes, we know if you give him 2 or 3 chances, one of them's going to go top bins. So we need to try and get Barnes into the game. Joe Linton's going to be integral on that left-hand side. He is somebody that, Tonali and Bruno tend to be the sitters in a lot of situations. And Joe Linton's got more of that role to either drop back, sometimes drop into left back as Eddie Howe's made him do before, or join the left wing. Joe Linton's got that role where he can just go do things. So he needs to give Barnes some support. Lewis Hall's going to be very important today, providing some width for us, as is Livramento. But again, big day for the two young fullbacks, because Neto and Madueke are very impressive, and they've got Palmer who's going to go sort of walkabout. And I mean that extends to the centre half, so we can't have Fabian Schär going to sleep, because you've got Jackson, who is absolutely rapid, with Palmer potentially trying to play little key passes. So that literally the back four need to be super switched on. If they lose the ball up front or in midfield, we could probably fix it. But the back four, we cannot have them switched off for a 10-minute period, because Chelsea have put 3 goals past us, because they are so deadly. We've got to be so switched on today. Yeah.
Alex, we'll let you go, mate, because I know you've got to pop up to your mum's to watch the game. So we'll see you at half-time, buddy.
Yeah. See you soon, guys.
Right, take care. Mate. So Stato, he will be back with us at half-time for analysis. I mean, Billy, this game today, you know, I don't know. I guess it makes me look and think of the transfer window and what we didn't do in the window, and how, you know, we're going back to the old school players again, such as Miggy. You know, that right-hand side, it just annoys me, because we were calling out for a right winger in the summer, and we just, it didn't seem to me like we even attempted. I mean, there was early stories of Elise, of course, and then it just went all quiet because the major headlines were taken with Gui.
And a panic attempt at the 11th hour for Ilanga. The transfer window was a complete and utter write-off for me. Hasn't been great for the last 3 or 4 windows, if I'm perfectly honest. So the January windows in the past 2 years, virtually non-existent. We got Gordon the year before last year. Yeah. So I think we need to spend this January, but whether we do or not, I don't know. It's horrible that we're having to play these players that were with us when Rafa was here. It really is. It's madness, and we shouldn't be doing that. Yeah. But that's the way the transfer policy has been. And watching people like Elliot Anderson tear it up elsewhere.
And Chris Wood.
Not so much Chris Wood, because I mean, we couldn't cater for him in our system.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll come on to that in a minute. Emma Irwin, who's celebrating a month's worth of membership so far. Thank you for your support, Emma. Hi, Paul and Billy Bob. Hope the Toon wins today. Keith Truscott with a super chat. Thank you, Keith. Hate to say it, but I think it's going to be a very frustrating afternoon. Kind of same feeling when we had all the injuries. 3-0 Chelsea, unfortunately. Just on Chris Wood, Billy, you know, there was a lot of fans commenting about the situation with Chris Wood and saying, "Oh, you know, we shouldn't have sold him," kind of thing. But if anybody had turned around in January 23 and sold Wilson instead of Wood, there'd have been absolute ructions, wouldn't there?
There would have been. Absolutely, there would have been. And no one in the right mind would have done that. Chris Wood didn't suit our style. He couldn't press because he's not mobile. Yeah.
He suits the way Forest play, doesn't he?
He really does. Yeah. They work off him, and you know, he's scoring goals. He's good in that system. He's done it all his career, apart from when he was with us, when he was asked to do something he couldn't really do. Yeah. Hence why he looks for support. But for people to come out with woodwork and say, "I always said that would have been great elsewhere," it's absolute nonsense.
We've got Dan Robinson, been a member now for 11 months. Thank you so much, Dan, for your support. I think this is going to be a hard game, but it's deserved. Hopefully, it'll wake up the powers that be and start moving forward again. How are the lads? And Trolls, thank you so much for your super chat. He says, "I don't trust Eddie Howe anymore." Well, I mean, his in-game management today, Billy, is going to be the big one for me. It's not so much the starting lineup. I think the starting lineup's probably
picks itself.
It picks itself, doesn't it? With the injuries we've got today, and obviously Murphy not playing very well, so Miggy's come in. But it's the in-game management. What happens if we go a goal down or 2 down? What does he change? Does he change the formation? Does he try and get back in the game, or like we saw a couple of times with Eddie, he kind of takes his players off and says, "Well, let's just shore up so we don't concede anymore."
I mean, sometimes he panics as well, doesn't he? Swapping things around after 5 minutes and another 5 minutes, swapping them back. He's got to be calm today and just stick to the process. What he's gone out with the team in the first place. If it's not working after a sustained period of time, fine, then you have to change it. But don't keep changing back and forth all the time. I want to see Tonali on the pitch for the whole game. I want to see Bruno on the pitch for the whole game. If we're 1 down with 10 minutes to go, I don't want to see him pulling off Bruno, pulling off Tonali and bringing Longstaff on. Don't want to see that this week. Absolutely not.
100%. Just remember, guys, that you do have to be a subscriber on Matchday Live if you want to take part in the live chat. But we're looking to try and get to as close as 33,000 today as we can. So if you are new and you do like what you see, obviously this is the first day we're using the new graphics. I'm going to try and work on some stuff in the next couple of days to see if we can get that graphics bigger. And Billy knows he's just a little Billy in the Matchday Lives on the side there, but his voice is still beaming through, Billy Bob, and that's the main thing, isn't it? We watch the games together and we bloody love it. So yeah, we'll try and work out how to get it a little bit bigger and things like that. But in the meantime, hope you enjoy the graphics. Now, as usual, I'm watching this through Sky Online, so I will be behind the main broadcast basically. So as usual, if you get the kickoff before me, please do pause your TV, wait until I say, right, we're underway, and then just press play on your TV, and we'll all be in sync through the whole of the game. Please, no spoilers in the chat. If you put spoilers in the chat, you will be removed. But hopefully, because everyone's a subscriber to the channel, then we hope that you will respect everybody else who isn't watching the game and is just watching this channel and listening to the commentary. So please, no spoilers. Just pause before kickoff, and then when I say right, we're underway, please do hit play and we'll all be in sync. Nick Thornton, thank you for your super chat. Next 5 games decides Howe's future.
I think you might be right.
Well, I mean, there is certainly a point to be made there. Brian B, thank you for your super chat. Greetings from Maryland in the USA. Barnes Worldy incoming.
Hopefully.
Well, I mean, that would be fantastic. Simon Muller, thank you for your super chat. Chelsea have only won 1 game at home this season. Enter Newcastle United. Yeah, they have, but Chelsea are playing really well at the minute. The Toon Review is famous for putting in fake super chats.
No, it isn't. What are you talking about?
How can I fake super chat, you pillock? What a knob. How can we fake super chats? It's impossible, you Doyle. Dear me. There you go, guys. The odd troll slips in just to. I mean, isn't it just sad, Billy, that people hit the subscribe button just to troll? I mean, how sad must you have to be to do that?
Just watch the number go down in a minute. You can guarantee
well,
it.
Did. It went down. It went down to 80. I mean, what a pillock. Honestly. Fake super chats. What would I get out of fake super chatting for the health of this channel? Super chatting.
I'm prepared to say Alex Lee's a fake name.
Yeah, but I mean, what good would that do me with a fake super chat? Fuck's sake! Honestly, this just proves how thick these trolls are, man. Honestly, absolute bellends. Oh dear.
Give us a laugh, though. Cheers, Alex.
Yeah. What a... Oh, never mind. Anyway, James Pope says you can fake super chats by cycling the money with fake accounts, but the Toon Review do not do that. I didn't even know you could do that, but fair enough. DJ, thank you for your super chat. Just don't bend over and play negative. Have a go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Connor, thank you for your super chat. What's the name of the song at the start? Connor, if you want a copy of the full version of it, just send me an email. It's in the description. Drop me an email, and I'll send out the MP3 to you via email it's the full version of it. It's contact.thetoonreview@gmail.com. Ben Henderson's been a member for 8 months now. Here is a fake member chat. Dan, thank you for a super chat. Trolls mean you're successful. You're doing great.
Wow.
Yeah. Holy cow! Keith Dites has just gifted 50 Toon Review memberships. Keith Dites, you, my man, are an absolute legend. We love you on this channel. You've been with us a long, long time now. But thank you so much, Keith, for those 50 Toon Review memberships. And then he puts it's fake. Yeah, absolutely.
Fake that well-known tribute band from the 90s.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Keith. That is incredible generosity. Absolutely unbelievable.
I hope Alex Lee didn't get one.
Yeah. I think you've got to. I think you've got to click something to be able to do that. So yeah. George T, thank you very much for your super chat. This is not a fake super chat. Oh God, honestly, these fucking trolls, man. Do you know what it is though, Billy? I just love the Toon Review community when we get somebody in like that.
Fantastic.
Because they just come back with some awesome stuff, don't they? Just the humor and the wit and the absolute brilliance of our Toon Review community all over the world is absolutely amazing. Tyson, thank you for your super chat with just the comment, this is fake. Thank you. Samsonite Dove says, thank you for yours. He says, have some fake Danish krona. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. I'll put it into the fake Toon Review bank account, of course. But seriously, everything does, it's keeps the channel going and everything like that as well. Thank you very much. Joe Wilkinson celebrating 4 months of membership. Thank you, Joe, for your support. And here is another fake super chat. Dear me. Oh, dear. If we do lose, Punk says, if we do lose the game, will it be fake? I mean,
try. Send Alex in the Premier League, couldn't we? Alex Lee.
Yeah. George says Paul and Billy are actually fake streamers. It's all AI. They don't really exist.
Flipping heck, AI. Someone don't want to see us with AI if they manage to make me.
Ah, dear. I tell you what it's doing though. It's giving us a laugh before the game, if anything.
Let's hope it continues.
Yes. Absolutely. Jules, thank you for another super chat. Thought I'd send another fake one. And Peter Merrifield, thank you for yours. I would take a draw today and win at St. James's Park on Wednesday. Absolutely. 100%. I don't think anyone would argue with that, Billy.
No, absolutely. Yeah, of course we would. 100%.
A point at Stamford Bridge would be absolutely superb. Indeed. We're a few minutes away from kickoff anyway. Billy, I'm just going through the Chelsea side.
Yep. No, well, I'm on the Newcastle one now, so I'm a little bit ahead.
Yeah, so as I say, please do, when you get the kickoff on if you're watching it through Sky on TV, please, when you get the kickoff, just pause and wait till I say, right, we're underway, then press play, and we'll all be in sync. Keith Truscott, thank you for another super chat. We need to close them down, frustrate them, be smart on the ball and off it, and if Isak needs to do his job and bury the ball in the net, we may get something from this game. That's a fake super chat. Jimmy, thank you for yours. Hey, Paul, this is Paul. These fake super chats mean you're just paying YouTube for the privilege, you pillock. Brian, thank you very much. A member for an incredible 33 months. Thank you very much, Brian. Loving the new graphics. Thank you, mate. Yeah, we and we can only improve on them as well. The guys that have got in touch with me to do this, absolutely great guys, great help, and the help in the channel obviously move forward as well. But we'll see what we can do about sliding you can edit stuff on StreamYard, so I'll have a look at that in the next couple of days for the next. Incidentally,
before we go any further, one thing we haven't mentioned is we have to keep our discipline today. We can't have any silly red cards because we could be lamps of slaughter if that happens. I'm looking at Joe Linton now specifically.
Yeah. Graham Ritchie, thank you for your super chat. How are the Toon? Hope the lads have their shooting boots. And Tyson, thank you very much for another super chat. Billy has given us some fake farts.
If only.
Yeah, he wishes they were fake, doesn't he? Oh, dear me, how good grief. Just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. We're very close to kickoff, guys. Please do keep subscribing if you are new to the channel and you like what you see. We are 122 now away from the magical 33,000.
112.
That's what did I say?
122.
Christ on a bike. My maths is terrible. I'm looking at 3 screens, Billy. That's what I'm putting that down to.
I don't blame you. You sure it's 3? So it's 4 or 2 or 1 or whatever.
There's no fucking need, Billy. There's absolutely no need.
I'll just pause, by the way, because they've just kicked off on my stream.
Okay, well, yeah.
I was expecting a knee and last post and all that stuff, but obviously I got that volume on.
Yeah. Well, I'm just waiting for kickoff now. Chelsea will get us underway, guys. Remember, just pause your TV, wait till I say we're underway, and then hit play as they take the knee.
Oh, they did take the knee. Oh, right.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Didn't even see it.
And, yeah, it's going to be Cole Palmer to get the game underway for Chelsea. And we are off. We are underway at St. James's Park. At Stamford Bridge, I do. Holy cow, man. Honestly, I'm going bananas. Seriously. Absolutely bananas here, but we are underway. We got a super chat in there from Sam93. Dad joke of the day. Why shouldn't you buy underwear from the Ukraine? Chernobyl fallout. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Anyway, Newcastle bursting forward here with Sandro Tonali early doors. And he's still got the ball. Good stuff there from Tonali. I want to see big things from Tonali today, Billy.
Yeah, it's an ideal stage for him, really, isn't it? You know, he's got all these world-class players against him.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he can shine today, then, well, we know he's a great player, but I'm not sure the nation does it in itself.
Reece James has it. Incidentally, Reece James has started on the left for Chelsea, Billy.
That's very strange, isn't it? I mean,
it is. And they immediately come forward now. Cole Palmer on the right-hand side, bursting forward. It's not Cole Palmer, that's Madueke. Madueke to the byline. Danger here. And Nick Pope to his right catches the cross. But again, already, Billy, Madueke showing the pace that he's got.
Yeah, he went past Lewis Hall with alarming ease, actually, didn't he?
Yeah.
No tricks involved, just pushed it past him and went.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was well sorted out by Nick Pope.
Yeah. Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson coming in behind there. Could have been dangerous, but now anyway, Bruno has the ball, spreads it out wide, looking for the run of Isak. That's a brilliant run from Isak. Isak's into the penalty area, looks for support. Can he find anybody? No, it's a terrible cross, but he's got it back. Miggy is in support of him, but Isak turns, lays it now to Almiron. Livramento goes on the overlap. Miggy cuts back on his left, plays a ball through for Tonali into the penalty area. Tonali spins and wins the corner for Newcastle. That's bright stuff there, Billy.
Yeah, very nice. Isak. With the movement was really good, wasn't it? The movement out to the right side there, really good. I want to see Miggy have a go at Reece James because I really think he can get at him. He's a red card waiting to happen. He is. Yeah,
I mean, look, whatever you think about Reece James, he's been out for a long time as well. The manager said in the last I think in his press conference last week that he wasn't 100% fit.
I've got him side, but not a corner.
That's never.
It might be that pass that Miggy put in.
Yeah, never mind.
Oh dear.
Never mind. But Chelsea are on the attack here now. It's Nicholas Jackson out to Madueke on the right-hand side. Cuts in on his left, fires a shot. Very close to Nick Pope, and His Holiness grabs the ball, Billy. So we don't concede. Caicedo there. Sorry, Jackson, brilliant turn. Gets away from Dan Burn. Certainly for pace as well. Laid it out to Madueke, and he tries the left foot shot, but it was too close to Nick Pope, Bill.
Yeah, it's alarming, isn't it? That they're getting shots and crosses in already. It's very alarming.
Yeah.
Nobody near Madueke. I mean, Lewis Hall's got a really tight his defensive game.
Yeah. Agreed. Sanchez clears for Chelsea. Palmer brings it down really well. Tonali drags him back. I mean, that Palmer fell far too easy for me there, Billy. I mean, it was a free kick, but throwing himself to the floor like that was a bit, well, a joke. By the way, as you can see there, guys, the match stats are live as well. They will update every minute of the game. Cole Palmer's through on goal here for Chelsea, and it's in the back of the net. Now, will the offside flag go up?
Don't think
Chelsea is celebrating, and if so, we are behind very early on in this game. It looks like it's going to be given, and Chelsea have taken the lead, Billy.
Yeah, massive gaping chasm down that right-hand side again. It's Fabian's shared side. And Cole Palmer's waltzed through. No midfielder helping him. It's a really good finish from the kid.
I mean, let's see it. We're just seeing it again, whether this goes to VAR.
Oh, he's off. I think he's off.
I think he's just off, which is probably why. Oh, no, our scoreboard's just updated, so that might give it. It's in. It's a great finish by Palmer. They're checking the offside now. I think he's just off, Billy.
I think he's just off. I don't know what we're looking there for. This is what you've got to look at here now.
Yeah, that angle there. I mean, that's as tight as you're going to get, isn't it? I mean, he's right on the shoulder of, I think it's Fabian Schär. Or it could be Bruno, actually. That's offside, surely.
I think you'd think so. You think his knees ahead of everything else, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But we're not in line, are we? So we can't tell.
Well, they've taken a very, very, very long look at this.
Get the lines out, you planks. You're going to do it, so just get them out.
We're still waiting for the lines. We haven't seen any lines on VAR yet. Again, how many times are they going to zoom in on Cole Palmer? I mean,
you can get the lines out. It solves that straight away. What they're doing.
Put the lines out. The lines will dictate whether this is a goal or not.
If they don't put the lines out and they give this a goal, I'm going to go fucking mental. There we go.
He's offside. Yes, he's offside. The goal will not count, guys. He's offside. And Newcastle, Newcastle have got away with an absolute,
Where was Fabian Schär, though? I mean, that's totally nowhere to be seen, was he?
No, absolutely burned for pace, but it is offside. The goal will not count. Guys, the scoreboard is live as well, so it will update as itself. I don't touch the scoreboard, just to let you know. So it is still 0-0, and that goal has been written off for offside. Very close, but Billy, that's 3 or 4 times that Chelsea have managed to get through like that.
They look dangerous as hell, don't they? Every time they come forward, it's got to tighten things up. I mean, Bruno having to cover for Fabian Schär, that's not right. That shouldn't be happening.
Yeah. Well, Livramento, a poor touch, lets in Cole Palmer again. Palmer now on the left-hand side. Cuts back. Plenty room. Lays it to Reece James. James across to Lavia. Lavia is not a great pass, and Fofana has to really sprint to get that ball there. Dylan says, off to a flying start, laughing, long day ahead, it would seem. Keep up the good work, though, boys. Thank you, Dylan, who's been a member with us now for 13 months on the channel. Thank you so much for your support, Dylan. But Chelsea, it's still 0-0, guys. Don't worry. The scoreboard will update. It'll get back to which is, oh, dear me. And Pope has to come out and clear. We're so wide open.
Burn and share together.
The middle. Dear me.
It's alarmingly poor, the chasm between the two of them. I mean, look at that. This is the goal, isn't it? Is it? No, it's not.
This is just what we've just seen. If Nick Pope's not aware there, Jackson's in.
Exactly.
Dear me. Anyway, players back underway. Fofana with an up and under to absolutely nobody. Lewis Hall takes it down. Keith Truscott, thank you for your super chat. A warning of things to happen. Let's hope not. Let's hope it's just a kick up the arse for Newcastle.
That's still not updated.
No, it will, Billy. Don't worry. It will once the servers get in touch with mine, and it just takes a little bit of time. Burn now. Out to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall. Joe Linton now on the far side for Newcastle to Tonali. Tonali having a look around, seeing what's there. Lays it back to Lewis Hall, who in turn goes to Burn. And across now to Fabian Schär. Schär. Back to Dan Burn. And Burn in a bit of trouble there. We're just going backwards again here. And Schär, lazy pass, which Cole Palmer blocks. Jackson's in there, but Joe Linton comes back like a horse and intercepts the ball, and it's back with Nick Pope. Again, Billy, lazy from Schär, giving the ball away. Really poor.
He's had a disgusting first 8 minutes. He really has. Honestly, it's getting to the stage now.
Oh, now Lewis Hall loses it to Madueke. Dear me. I mean, it's just not, that is not good enough. And Chelsea are just really camped here. Just absolutely camped.
I was just about to say about Fabian Schär. It's come to the stage now. I don't think he should be playing. I really don't think he should be playing.
Well, he's made some errors here. There's no doubt about that, but it's still goalless, guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knock that scoreboard off, Billy, until it updates, because it'll be confusing people. Where are we at here? Widgets. Let's just lose that for now, and then we'll come back to the scoreboard. I wonder if the little scoreboard's working, Billy. Or whether that says one. But Newcastle.
Harvey Barnes, go on.
Yeah, Barnes down the left-hand side, pulls it back for Bruno with a good chance of a shot. It's deflected. And Sanchez down to collect the ball and manages to keep it in play as well. No, the little scoreboard's not working as well. So they need to update that. But either way, it's still 0-0, guys. We will get that back up once it's updated.
We're very passive, aren't we? Very passive defensively.
I mean, we could be 2 down already, Billy. We're not even 10 minutes in.
Fofana's down injured. I mean, he's had a really bad run of injuries, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. This doesn't look good for Chelsea.
And he's holding that knee that he's got taped up as well. And he had a knee issue last year, didn't he, as well? So
yeah.
I mean, it's not as if they've got 28 centre-halves on the bench, mind, but still.
He looks very frustrated and forlonged as Fofana. This does not look good for the Chelsea centre-back, and we may well be seeing a substitution already, Billy.
Yeah, I imagine it'll be Tosin. Tosin will come straight in. They've got plenty of depth, haven't they?
Well, I'm going to say,
you know what I mean? And a billion
it's not like they don't have many players on the bench, Bill.
Yeah.
Welcome to all our new subscribers. We're now just 107 away, Billy, from 33,000.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Come on,
So
share it amongst your friends. Get them all subscribing.
absolutely. I'm just going to keep checking on that scoreboard. Oh, there we go. We've got it back at 0-0. It just takes a while coming from the main servers, guys. So, but it means I don't have to do anything but concentrate on the game. So, as you can see, 50-50 possession so far, Billy, according to our stats table there.
Well, most of it's been in our half, I imagine, territorial-wise.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's not been a great start, this, Billy.
Defensively, we look all over the place.
Yeah. And Fofana looks like he is going to have to be replaced. He's sort of walking around trying to. I mean, Joe Linton. Fofana's. Oh, he bends his leg. I mean, he went flying into Joe Linton there, and I think that was a free kick.
Yeah, no advantage.
Then he goes and blocks Bruno's shot as well. So, a little bit of a painful time for Fofana there. But looks like they're not going to make a decision quite yet on a substitution. I think he's coming back on, Billy.
Well, he's been booked, so
Who has?
Fofana.
Oh, for that challenge.
Yeah.
Rightly so. Yeah. Does it automatically add yellows, Paul? Yes, it does. You'll see a yellow card next to the players when the server sends the information through. It's every so quite quickly. Actually, it sends everything in, and it will update automatically when the players come on there. You'll see when Fofana comes back on next time around, he will probably have a yellow card next to his name. Livramento now down the right-hand side for Newcastle, chips it towards an ongoing Joe Linton. Well, very good defended by Colwell, but he wanted a free kick, Colwell. He's not going to get it. It's very physical from Big Joe there, Billy.
Good running off the ball again, though, isn't it? It's having a bit of hunger about it, which I want to see. I want to see more of it. Yeah, I want to see it from the defenders, really. Here we go.
Well, look at that. 50 corners for Newcastle this season and no goals. 50 corners.
That's the worst in the league. Yeah.
Wow.
Speaks volumes.
Yeah, that's a stat I didn't want to see, Billy, to be fair. Anyway, corner at Newcastle. In it comes right to the back post. Bruno manages to bring it down, but again, it's gone dead because we've had to go all the way back now to Livramento on the halfway line. He will play it forward. Long ball looking for Dan Burn. Colwell. It's Fofana. He doesn't look comfortable, Fofana, Billy.
No, he doesn't. We need to get the ball on Isaac and run at him, try and get him sent off rather than substituted.
Yeah, I mean, he's just jumped for that header there, Billy, and when he landed, he's not comfortable at all. Calvin, thank you for your super chat. The sooner Botman is back, the better. They're catching Dan Burn out every time with the through ball. Well, Chair's not exactly helping out, which is probably a worry as well. Flicked on now by Tonali, headed away by Colwell. Cole Palmer now for Chelsea. Right-footed ball looking for Madueke, but Lewis Hall in a good position. And immediately out to the left-hand side. Good running by Harvey Barnes. He's going against Gusto now. Harvey Barnes cuts back on his right. It's deflected straight to Cole Palmer. Honestly, ricochets. I'm fed up with them, Billy. I really am.
I mean, good bit defended from Gusto, but it was a bit predictable from Harvey, wasn't it?
Yeah, but here's Pedro Neto now at the other end, running into the box towards Livramento. Neto, and that's a corner to Chelsea. Good, well played there by Livramento. Just stood his ground, Billy.
Good defending. As long as we can defend corners not as badly as we attack them.
Yeah. There you see, guys. Fofana now has the yellow card up against his name on that 11 board. Subs will change as well automatically. It's just a fantastic piece of stuff. And we're privileged to have it, Billy.
Yes, indeed.
Takes us to the next level for our live commentaries. Anyway, corner, Reece James. Good punch by Nick Pope to the edge of the box. Great block then by Lewis Hall. Don't really want to know where that volley was going, Billy. Had Lewis Hall not blocked it.
No.
Great technique. And I think Chelsea are going to have to make a change here. They're taking the time over this throw in. And what's going on here? The referee's telling them to play on. I don't know whether there was some sort of penalty check there, Billy. I didn't see anything that would warrant a VAR check.
Fofana wants to go off, but he doesn't want to go off at the far side. He's got to walk. He's got to work further.
Yeah.
He's got to go around the pitch instead of coming straight across, and he's not allowed to come straight across now, is he?
No. Those are rules. Sanchez with a real terrible kick straight to Fabian Schär, who plays a first-time ball into Isak. Isak now running against the defence.
Oh, dear.
Bruno's gone down. That's surely a penalty kick to Newcastle. Bruno is incensed. And I think VAR will have a look at that. It's Colwell again who brought Salah down, of course, last week, Billy. Surely that's got to be looked at.
I mean, Simon Hooper, if he's not giving penalties for that, he's never going to give a penalty, is he?
I mean, we're expecting... I mean... Does the referee stop the play if VAR tell him to? That's good defending by Lewis Hall. Back to the goalkeeper, Nick Pope. And
He's going to throw it out so I can
throw it out
look
the
at
play.
it.
Well, Bruno's still down. He's just got back to his feet. And look, we're just seeing it again here. Isak plays it through.
He's outside the box, so it ain't going to matter.
It's a free kick. It was right
on
on the D.
Free kick. But that's shocking refereeing from the referee.
How? I mean, look at where the referee is there, Billy. He's got a perfect angle of it.
Yeah, it's shocking refereeing, isn't it? Shocking refereeing.
How has he not seen Colwell put his leg across Bruno? Even Colwell points to say it's outside the box. So he knew he'd brought him down.
Yeah. Scandalous.
Shocking.
He can't change. He can't change. VAR can't change it. If it's in the box, obviously he would not. But
yeah, but still, we should have had a free kick in a very, very good position.
Of course we should.
Wow, Jesus Christ. Anyway, Lewis Hall has it for Newcastle. Slips it into Bruno now. Bruno Barnes plays a high ball over the top, looking for the run of Isak. Fofana. Isak's all over him. To be fair to Fofana, he did very, very well there.
Yep.
Considering he's carrying a knock. I mean, he's jogging a bit better there by the looks of things, Billy.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Yeah, but Eddie Howe applauding that. I mean, good move. Good move. And Sanchez again gives it straight to Bruno.
Oh, Isak.
Isak's touch is absolutely horrific. And Chelsea now get a break. It's played through the middle, looking for Jackson. Jackson and Byrne. Byrne does very well. Good tackle. Because he had to come from the wrong side there, Billy, so he had to make sure he got the ball.
He did, yeah, and his pace didn't look that bad there either also. And a good ball out from Nick Pope, strangely enough.
Yeah, but Isak's touch there, Billy, put us in trouble. Awful. And a really easy touch to make. That's nice football from Newcastle. Bruno again, out to Barnes. Barnes will have a run at Gusto again. This is going to be an international battle this afternoon. Barnes cuts on to his right again. Low cross into the box, bouncing around. Colwell gets a foot to it, and Chelsea bring it away. Palmer now. Palmer spins, sends a left-footed ball to Neto, which has got him behind. Scher's got to get here. He doesn't. Neto's into the box. Jackson's unmarked. 1-0 Chelsea. Shocking defending again from Newcastle. And Chelsea have the lead, Billy. Yeah. That one is going to count.
Livramento and Schär, I'm afraid. Schär committed himself. Livramento got caught on the back foot. And everyone left Nicholas Jackson on his own in the box. It's a fantastic.
Schär was never getting there, Billy.
No,
Schär was never getting there.
Why he even tried it? He should have just defended the box.
I mean, it still would have been a 2-on-1 because Livramento was beaten. But what a ball by Cole Palmer into Neto. I mean, it just split us wide open.
Outstanding
Jackson
ball.
Is not going to miss from there. I mean, it all starts here. Chelsea come away. The ball's played to Palmer. He spins. He sees Neto straight away. What a ball that is behind Livramento. But for me, Schär shouldn't be committing there. He's never going to get that ball. And, of course, Dan Burn is way behind Jackson, Billy.
Yeah, it's a poor, really poor goal.
I mean, no chance for Nick Pope, obviously. Absolutely no chance. But that ball from Palmer, I mean, Christ almighty. And Neto's pace just burns down the left, slips it into to Jackson, and it's 1-0 in the 18th minute to Chelsea.
No, I think Fabian Schär's made a massive rip there. I really do.
I mean, listen, Billy, this was coming. We can't say it wasn't coming because
no, definitely not.
We got him behind us 3 or 4 times already in the first 20.
Yeah, it could have been 2 or 3 already, couldn't it? And if it weren't for the offside flag, it would have been 2. Yeah.
Dear, oh dear. But it's, I mean, look, we have looked a bit more lively last sort of 5 to 7 minutes. We've put a bit of pressure on. But again, I mean, they're getting through us. They're cutting through us far too easy. Bruno, great ball. Miggy takes it on his left and then...
Great ball from Bruno. Bruno's playing really well at the minute.
Yep. Miggy took that down really well there, but his shot was awful, guys. His shot wasn't talking anything worth talking about, but a brilliant run from Miggy. Onside, takes it down really well, gives him a good position to shoot from, but he slices it, Billy.
Took it down on his right perfectly, and then his good left foot, crap.
Yeah, awful. Awful. Absolute balls. Absolute balls. Welcome, everybody. If you just joined us to Matchday Live here on the Toon Review, the new look Matchday Live that we have. Welcome to all our new subscribers. 105 away now from 33,000. And against Sanchez with a dodgy-looking kick, but Madueke takes it. Burns slid in and I think put him off a little bit, but Chelsea have the ball back now. Unfortunately for us.
Poor pass from Toon Army there, actually. Get the ball straight away.
Yep, here's Jackson. Neto supporting him. Back to James. Inside to Lavia. Lavia then just plays it across to Fofana. Fofana back to Lavia, just over the halfway line for Chelsea. Back out to Neto, who, of course, we were heavily linked with before he went to Chelsea.
Always causes problems, doesn't he?
Oh, God. I mean, he always gets injured against us as well, so he might not have that in the back of his mind. But I tell you what, he didn't look injured there when he absolutely blew down the left-hand side. Sanchez lofts one out towards Madueke. Lewis Hall is there. Byrne flicks it on. Not a great header from Dan Byrne. That looked like a foul by Harvey Barnes, and indeed it is.
Typical ball watching, though, wasn't it, from Livramento? I mean, if he'd watched the man, he probably wouldn't have got caught on the turn.
Yeah.
But he was watching the ball and he got caught out. It's poor from him. Really poor from Cher. We know he's got no pace to get across. And then, of course, Dan Byrne's not doing anything either. So,
Palmer there. And Fabian Cher, a cheap yellow card.
Dickhead.
Really? Come on, Fabian. He should be better than that, Billy.
Get him out of the team.
Just
Seriously.
leave him. There's no need to trip him there. We've got midfielders there. And it's just a cynical trip. And he's yellow carded.
If I was Eddie Howe, I'd take him off now. I really would.
So now he's on a yellow card, 22 minutes into the game. And here come Chelsea again with Jackson. Played wide. It's going to come to Pedro Neto. Straight at Nick Pope. Oh, dear me, Billy. This could be a...
Well, we all predicted it. We all predicted it. Our defenders had to be kind of on point.
Yeah.
And none of them are.
I'm sure I missed a super chat there from Keith. Just 1 second. Yeah, Miggy couldn't score in a brothel. Well, to be fair, it's not Miggy's fault. I think defensively, we look all over the shop here. Absolutely all over the shop. Yep. And now Caicedo has it for Chelsea. Knocks it across to Lavia. Lavia into Cole Palmer, who's been at the spearhead of everything for Chelsea so far in this game. Caicedo and Lavia just knocking it around between themselves. No pressure from Newcastle players. No. They're just standing there, just watching Chelsea players pass the ball around. And now Cole Palmer in space. Palmer. Good ball into Gusto. Gusto goes out to Madueke. This is danger again for Newcastle. Madueke's ball bouncing around, and somehow Bruno is there to clear. Super chat in from Calvin. Thank you, Calvin. On the other side of the fence now, I'm afraid. Time to go, Eddie. Well, this is just awful. I mean, Chelsea just camped here. Simon Muller, thank you for your super chat. Howe has taken us as far as he can, as Neto now picks up the ball. Back to Reece James. James into Lavia again. Lavia across to Caicedo. Back to Lavia. And Chelsea just rebuilding with Colwell. Goes across to Fofana now, who looks to have recovered from that knock he took earlier on, Bill.
We look ridiculously passive,
Oh, my God. It's terrible, man. It is absolutely shocking so far. Nick Thornton, thank you for your super chat. Tino and Cher are simply not good enough. I don't know what's going on with Tino. I mean, he looks just a shadow of the player he was last season. As Palmer burst, look at the space they've got to run into. Palmer to Fofana, now to Lavia. Lavia can go out to the far side where Madueke is waiting. Gusto's made a run, and he's completely clear here at the byline. Crosses in, looking for Palmer. Burns sticks his foot in the way. Comes straight back to Madueke. Madueke towards the penalty area. Floats across in again. This time Cher gets his head to it and clears. Oh, Isak. He's a waste of time, Billy.
He gets caught out everything, doesn't he?
Oh, man, he's so slow. There's Gusto again on the far side. Caicedo about 25 yards out now. Flicks it back to Gusto. Gusto on the edge of the box will look to turn and cross. Goes back to Caicedo instead. Chelsea just camped on the Newcastle box here. James to Pedro Neto. Neto looking to maybe take on Livramento here and get to the byline. He is taking him on. Can he get there? He's got the ball. Referee says
That's
play
a
on.
free kick, you
And it's the far side, and it's Gusto who fluffs the shot up. Well, was it a foul or was it just good strength by Pedro Neto, Billy?
I think he's fouled him. I'll be honest with you. Of course he's fouled him.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure there, Billy. I think he's just outmuscled him because, Livramento did have his arms around him as well. But either way, Billy, we are absolutely all over the place.
Yep.
That's the third yellow card for Fabian Schär this season.
Plus a red, of course.
Yeah. Now, let's not forget. Oh, Isak's header. Where was he putting that?
To the ref. The ref stopped the game as well. This is ridiculous. This is just like the Emirates. I said before the game, this had the potential to be like the Emirates or Anfield last season.
Yeah. Nothing's going to change our minds on this. Butch, thank you for your super chat. Bad summer down to Stroppy Eddie. Time to go. Sorry. Well, we just have to hope that we somehow get into this game because at the moment, I mean, it's as rank as it's always been. Here's Barnes. And he's kicked it straight out of play.
Simple
but to
pass.
be fair, I mean, it was oh, dear. We just look all over the place, Billy. That doesn't... I mean, I'm not confident in two of our front three today anyway. Sanchez launches one out to Pedro Neto. Chests it down well for Palmer. This time Schär gets the ball. Almiron turns. Almiron loses the ball. Palmer stabs it towards Nicholas Jackson. But we get it back now with Lewis Hall. Just in our own half. Clips the ball forward looking for the run of Isak.
Oh, what a touch.
Isak takes it down brilliantly. Isak pulls it back, and Barnes' shot is blocked by Fofana. Tonali, it's blocked again. And somehow Chelsea get it away. And Livramento brings it in now to Almiron. Left foot shot straight at the goalkeeper.
Much better, much better. What a touch from Isak to bring that ball down.
Oh, sensational. But do you not think he should have hit it when he brought it down, Billy?
Possibly. But again, Sanchez giving the ball away from the goalkeeper. He didn't take advantage then.
Yeah,
He possibly should have. But what a touch.
Isak in confidence for me would have brought that down and just wellied it in the corner of the net.
Well, surely the ball getting the ball down like that was surely giving confidence. Surely it would. No. Anyway, they're on the attack again now.
Yeah,
well played, Lewis Hall.
I've lost my stream, Billy. Sky, you've kicked on back on now. Do apologise for that. I need to knock the sound off as well, otherwise I'll get wrong. It's a corner to Chelsea. I mean, it was a lovely touch that from Isak, Billy, wasn't it?
Ooh, I'll tell you. Yeah, unbelievable touch. They got away with a bit of murder there, Chelsea did.
Yeah, they could have got a handball. Billy, I'm at 27-38.
43, you're behind. Oh, we'll all have to pause again. So reset it.
I did. That's a pain in the arse. It just came up. We have a technical difficulty. Bloody Sky. Oh, Nick Pope right under his post had to flick the corner away. And that's good defending by Bruno and wins a free kick for Newcastle.
When you get 28-10, tell me.
Okay. 2-1 now. I mean, that was Billy. I mean, Nick Pope right under his posts there.
I mean, your clock's actually ahead of you now as well on the stream.
Don't worry about the clock. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's only a few seconds ahead. Yeah, it's only about 6 seconds ahead, Billy. It's fine. 5 seconds. Here's Dan Byrne. Diane, thank you for your super chat. Take Schär off and put Kelly on. Well, he won't do that, will he? I mean, he just won't. He just won't. Anyway, Newcastle have a free kick just inside their own half, which Lewis Hall is going to take. I mean, what did Jackson and Madueke doing there? Get out of the way.
Lewis Hall's been okay so far.
Yeah. Yeah, he has. He's had a lot of work to do as well because he's got Madueke and Gusto bursting down there.
Yep.
Which is why Barnes has got to be a little bit more disciplined in helping out. Free kick to Newcastle. Lewis Hall not very happy about where the Chelsea players stand. And Gary Clark, thank you for your super chat. Even attacking, they're an unorganised mess. Jeffrey Brunt, thank you very much for your super chat. No comment there, but thank you, mate. Here's Bruno now. Miggy makes a run, but he leaves it for Tonali. Tonali and Cole Palmer closes him down very, very quickly. And it's a throw into Newcastle. Probably level with the Chelsea penalty area. Oh, it's a corner. He actually went out for a corner there.
Oh, I'd rather have a throw in, thank you.
Hey, you never know, Billy. It's got to happen eventually. It's got to happen eventually. In it comes, and it's headed miles over the bar by Isak. I mean, we just don't look threatening, do we? I mean, Isak gets there. He's unmarked, and it's an awful header.
Yeah, you've got to glance them. You can't hit them straight on, can you? Yes. We do look dangerous going forward, which is the...
Yeah, we are causing a little bit
It's
of
a
panic,
positive
yeah.
thing. But they look like whenever they want to step it up, they can score whenever they want.
But Billy, we looked good going forward last week. We looked good forward the
did.
week before.
We're not really creating any chances. Well, good chances to have we? We had a couple of ricochets there a minute ago, but...
Yeah, Sanchez hasn't made a save yet, to be fair.
No.
But I get what you're saying. We are, we do look a bit dangerous. Chelsea, they have been called out a little bit this season for the defending. It hasn't been great. And I guess we've seen that a couple of times here. But, the other way, we haven't looked great either. Almiron now into Livramento to Bruno, who by far has been the best player on the pitch for Newcastle in this game. Livramento, nice little flick to Joe Linton. That's better from Newcastle. Livramento now plays it into Barnes. Barnes has got Hall on the overlap. Lewis Hall plays it across. Isak scores! It's in for Newcastle United! And finally, we score a goal, ladies and gentlemen. And it's 1-1 at Stamford Bridge. It's a tap-in for Isak. All the good work done down the left-hand side. And it's time to finally go and grab your granny because she's going shopping in London, guys. Go for Newcastle, and here's some new music for you. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It is 1-1, but I'm not sure VAR taking a look at this, Billy, for offside.
Yeah, it looks close, doesn't it?
It's very, very close.
I mean, Lewis Hall could be offside there.
I mean, Isak's offside, but that's before the ball's played out to Lewis Hall. Rachel P., thank you very much for your super sticker.
This one might... Well, he shouldn't be offside because...
No, he's not offside there, Billy. On that angle, he's definitely not offside.
But the two fullbacks. The two fullbacks. Well,
I think he's behind play there, Isak.
It's the angles are shit again, isn't they? Just get the lines out. Stop. Just get the lines out. Why didn't you do that first?
Well, exactly. I don't know why they just don't do this first.
It's close, this one,
It's very close. I think he's just on, Billy. I think he's just on. If you look where Fofana's right foot is...
Yeah. I wouldn't like to guess.
This is tight, guys. This is tight.
There's the lines. Well, cool. Did they going to tell us?
Well, I think they've given it.
What have they gone to 4 screens for? What are they doing
now?
now?
I'm not sure what the hell they're doing.
They're making sure he knocks it in with his hand.
He's given the goal!
Get in there!
Get in! It is 1-1, ladies and gents. And finally, Isak gets a goal. It was an easy finish because all the hard work was done down the left. Brilliant from Livramento cutting across the field. Barnes and Hall then brilliantly linking up. And a brilliant ball in from the youngster Lewis Hall. And a tap in for Isak. He couldn't miss. It's 1-1 at Stamford Bridge, Billy.
Yeah, we talk about our defenders not marking, but I mean, there's 4 of them there. Not one of them's on Isak. Shocking defending. Brilliant from Livramento and Joe Linton to get Lewis Hall away down that left-hand side. Brilliant cross. It's a good goal. But if you're a Chelsea fan, you'd be concerned about the defending. That was awful.
We don't give a toss about that, though. It is 1-1 at Stamford Bridge. And hopefully that might just fire up Isak, who, to be fair, he's looked lively.
He's grimacing a bit now.
Yeah, he's given the ball away a couple of times, but he has looked lively.
He has indeed.
And he couldn't have missed that, Billy. I don't think anybody would have missed that.
I think Stevie Wonder, after just woke up, wouldn't have missed that.
No. Gary Clark, thank you for your super chat. Our centre backs are moving like grannies. Yeah, if there's any worry so far, it's the fact that Chelsea look ominously dangerous when they come forward. But hey, it's 1-1, guys. It's 1-1.
Yeah, the goal's in it for us.
Crystal Palace are leading Tottenham, by the way. Mateta on 31 minutes. And the ball is now with Reece James out to Neto. Neto clips it forward towards Nicholas Jackson, but again, Byrne covers him well and finds Pope, who is very rash with his clearance and slices it straight out of play.
He couldn't take a touch, could he?
No. Jackson was breathing down his neck.
When the pass from Byrne was, he couldn't have hit it any hard if he tried.
Yeah. Lavia now across to Fofana, to Gusto, and Chelsea now being pressed back. That's much better from Newcastle. Much, much better. Colwell now for Chelsea. Palmer, little flick towards Neto. Neto gets a little bit of a jump on Livramento, but he covers himself well and manages to get it back to Nick Pope. That's better from Livramento, Bill.
Since the goal, he's looked much better, and that...
Yeah.
Oh, dear me, Joe, you've got to be better now.
Yeah, we've lost the ball here. Caicedo blasts it over the bar. What a chance that was on the edge of the box. George, thank you very much for your super chat. I wasn't expecting to be donating today. Yes, I know you donate when we score, but I wasn't expecting either, mate. But there you go. That's wild from Caicedo, Billy. It was a good position.
But Joe Linton, the ball went to his feet and he just let the ball come to him and it was nicked in. You can't do that at Premier League level.
Yep. Pope plays the short goal kick to Fabian Schär. Schär goes long down the line towards Almiron. It hits Almiron's shoulder. Chelsea managed to play it on, and I think there's an offside.
Played advantage, ref. No.
Yes, it's Chelsea's free kick, Billy. So if he'd play for advantage there would have been something the matter. And Chelsea boss there, Macarena.
Pounce up Guardiola.
He does look a bit like, of course, he's good mates with Guardiola, isn't he?
Yeah.
Anyway, here is Nicholas Jackson and Gusto now in a little bit of space. The right back plays it down the line to Madueke. He's running at Lewis Hall. Joe Linton is there for cover as well. Barnes also tracks back. Nowhere to go there for Madueke apart from back to Gusto. Madueke again on the right-hand side. Just gently jogging towards Lewis Hall, trying his little tricks, but Hall is not being fooled. Caicedo back to Gusto. Gusto left-footed ball across to Reece James, but again, good work.
Doesn't want it.
Maybe give away a free kick there. Bit of a late one on Reece James. I mean,
Reece James.
Well, no. I mean, to be fair, I don't think. Was it a deliberate foul there? I mean, Miggy doesn't have to try and get the ball there, Bill. He's going backwards anyway.
He didn't want it, did he? He didn't want it.
There's no need to go in and make a foul.
I think Reece James should be the trigger point for us. I think we can get at him.
Yeah. Neto back to Lavia now. Lavia run through the centre of the pitch for Chelsea and across looking for Madueke, who's got the ball now. Gusto just ahead of him, knocks it back to Fofana. Fofana taking his time, seeing what's available. Newcastle sitting deep again. Colwell plays it out. It's Gusto just over the head of Gusto, and it's all the way back. Lewis Hall lets it run out, and Madueke gives away a goal kick. That was a poor touch by Madueke there, Billy, because he could have had Newcastle pinned for a throw in by the corner flag.
Yeah, it was a bit too impetuous, wasn't he? If he just shepherded the ball to Hall.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're coming up to 39 minutes gone in the game. It's Newcastle who have got the equaliser through Alexander Isak. Brilliant work down the left-hand side. Well, it was a good build-up, actually. Let's be fair to everybody. That's lost, though, and Chelsea have it back with Caicedo to Colwell. Colwell brings it forward now over the halfway line for Chelsea. Looks to the left-hand side where Pedro Neto awaits. Now James inside to Lavia. Lavia back to Colwell. Good pressing by Bruno. Bruno, the furthest one forward for Newcastle at the minute.
So impressive, but there's a big gap behind him now. And
there's a huge gap. We're in trouble here. We're in trouble. Chelsea have men forward. Madueke into the penalty area. Cuts back onto his left again. Still Madueke. Finds Pedro Neto. This is problems here. Neto fires a great block from Livramento. But again, that should be Isak's job, if I'm not incorrect for saying that, Billy. Charging at the keeper. Bruno then leaves a huge gap, which Chelsea see straight away, and that could have easily been 2-1.
Yeah, when he goes, someone's got to cover for him, and it's not as if we haven't been done by this 20 times before, is it? So, yeah.
Look at that touch by Palmer, man. That's just filth to get round Fabian Schär. Corner to Chelsea. James towards the back post. Bouncing around. Colwell. It's still bouncing loose. Neto. Back to Caicedo. And now to Gusto. Gusto to Palmer. Palmer very deep. Swings it into the penalty area again. That's a great little header to Neto at the back at the far side. Neto's ball in. Headed away by Byrne. Palmer. Terrible header back into the... Burns' header was awful. And then Palmer's header was even worse. Caicedo now just clips it out again to Neto, this time on the right-hand side. Neto cuts back on his left. He may look to shoot here. He does look to shoot. It's deflected and Pope touches it away. And it's a corner to Chelsea again as Nick Pope palms it away, Billy. Took a deflection.
Well, the deflection is what made him palm it away, yeah. They look dangerous, don't they? Every time they come forward. We really have to wake up in defence and not be indisciplined, because if we are, they'll score again. That's
a good save from Pope, Billy, because he was going the other way.
Yeah, it's a good save. Did really well.
Just make sure that he extends his arm at the right time to get the power on the palm away to make sure it doesn't go into a danger area. James crosses, Pope punches again, and it's a good punch out of the penalty area, but it just drops to Caicedo. Again wide for Pedro Neto. Neto turns and runs at Schär and Hall. Back to Caicedo. He will loft it into the box again. It's not a great ball by him, but Newcastle clear the lines again. James.
We're dropping too deep here, Paul. We're dropping way too deep. We've got to,
yeah, I agree.
5 yards, 10 yards.
Yeah. It's with Neto again, who's seen a lot of the ball in this first half so far. But under 5 minutes left to half time. It's 1-1 at Stamford Bridge here on Matchday Live on the Toon Review. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel and you like what you see. Your number one channel for Newcastle United commentary. And again, Schär stick. That's a good header by Isak. And now Harvey Barnes. Barnes goes on a run. Lavia's all over him. And Lavia brings him down. That's got to be a yellow card.
No yellow card?
He hasn't even given a free kick to Newcastle. It's got to Chelsea.
This fucking referee.
How is that not a foul on Harvey Barnes when he's clear of him?
What an absolute arse that Hooper is. Got the right name he has, Hoop. What, mate?
Yeah,
he is Hoop.
Yeah. And now Nicholas Jackson, good play by Nick Pope, flying off his line with a first-time clearance. Jackson felt he was fouled. Oh, it's Madweke, sorry. Reece James causing trouble with the ball, and Byrne does pull him back, to be fair. But why is Byrne doing that? He's risking a red card there, Billy. I mean, there's not much of it. There's not much contact, if we're openly honest.
No.
Dear me.
I don't think you have to give him 2 minutes excuse to get him off, though, would you? I mean, the referee's been blatant for Chelsea this first half with that foul on Bruno early doors, and that foul just there on Barnes.
Yeah.
Strange how we didn't see those fouls, yet he booked Schär for the first one he does.
Free kick, throw into Chelsea now, just inside the Newcastle half. We need to hang on now till half time and then go again second half. But I think they're beatable, Billy.
Oh, I agree.
You know, they don't look great at the back either.
If we can defend properly, we can win this game. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Big question, though. Big ask.
James again goes over the top again, looking for the run of Neto. Livramento and Pope. Good communication and good defending from Livramento. Plays it into Bruno. Can he get there? He can. But I think the referee's already give a free kick for a foul on Livramento on this near side. Neto can't believe it. Stop crying. Get on with the game. I mean, he does make a late tackle here on Tino. Pushes him out the way. Free kick Newcastle.
No different from the one that was on the corner on the byline earlier. It's exactly the same. You give a free kick for one and not the other. Pathetic.
Yeah. Well, he's been terrible, the referee. Absolutely terrible. But as you can see, it is 1-1 as we head towards the break. And Fabian Schär with a free kick for Newcastle rolls it into Alexander Isak, who plays it back to Fabian. I thought he played it back to nobody there, Billy, because Fabian Schär was just out of the camera. Now Joe Linton tries to play it through for Tonali. Colwell is back though for Chelsea. And Sanchez will left foot clearance. Ronan Tyrrell, thank you for your super chat. Loving the graphics and another great performance from you two. Can anyone tell me what Tonali is at? What do you mean by that, Ronan?
Oh.
I mean, or Neto, and Bruno goes in. I don't think that was a foul, Billy. Absolutely not.
Didn't give it.
Yeah, that's better refereeing. Don't give it the dive. Neto knew he wasn't getting the ball there, Billy. He put it too far past him, and then makes a ridiculous dive. But we're ruffling Chelsea's feathers here a little bit. I just get the feeling, Billy.
Yeah, we're putting pressure on, aren't we? We're not as passive as we were. That passiveness has gone now, and now
we've certainly grown into the game, haven't we?
There's more urgency about us. We're trying to press the ball.
7 minutes of additional time, Billy.
Well, Fofana was down for a long time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then we had 2 offsides to check.
Here's Joe Linton. Tries to spin around, and that's a foul by Caicedo. Joe Linton not very happy. Come on, Joe. Let's get on with it. I think Joe's been okay today, Billy, as well. He's been very physical in the middle.
Hasn't he? Been a presence.
Yeah, absolutely. Share now for Newcastle, being pressured by Palmer. Sends it to Livramento. Down the line now for Almiron. Almiron's first time ball is awful. And Chelsea have the ball back.
He could do little else, really, could he?
Well, I think he spotted Isak, Billy. And to be fair, Isak didn't make a run for him. You know, Isak just stood still there where, Miggy played the first time ball. Had Isak made that run, he could have been in there. And now Chelsea coming back down their right-hand side again with Madueke. Palmer bursts into the box. They've got men forward here. Gusto sends it towards the back post. Pub, and it's off Livramento's head now for a corner.
Yeah, good cover. Good cover.
Yep.
Since our goal, Tino's been exemplary, I've got to say.
Yeah, he's been much better, hasn't he? Played a big part in our goal, and he's defended well since. I think I came off his shoulder, actually.
Pope was flapping around there, look a budgie off the perch, wasn't he?
Yeah. It's another Chelsea corner, and this is where we need to stay very strong. The last thing we want to do is concede before half-time, when we sort of really, really come back into the game. Another corner from James, again towards the back post. It's flicked away this time by Fabian Schär, and a corner again to Chelsea on the other side. They've been very same with the corners, haven't they? Reece James floating them to the back post all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Palmer to take this one, so this might be a different one. Unless they're targeting a certain area of Newcastle's defence on these corners. A lot of jostling for position in that penalty area. Again, straight down Nick Pope's throat, and he...
Catch it.
Well, I don't... Yeah.
Thought it's here.
I mean, he's got both fists to it and behind for another corner. I don't think Nick Pope's very confident catcher of the ball. I think he's very much prefers to punch.
Yeah, he's a continental top keeper, isn't he?
Yeah. Another corner to Chelsea. Both Reece James and Cole Palmer over the ball. James moves away. Palmer's for a corner. Again, right down Pope's throat, but he catches it this time. Much better. Much better, Popey son. And he was bumped by Lavia, trying to put him off. Brilliant. Eyes on the ball. How many fouls are on Nick Pope there, Billy?
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Dan Burn now. Let's not do anything silly, lads. Let's clear the ball. And again, it's poor from Schär again. And a chance for Chelsea as Madueke trips over a piece of grass, looks for a free kick from the referee. And to be fair, he didn't get on a Miggy again, bursting through. But Sanchez off his line now.
Did remarkably well, the keeper there.
Yeah, he did. And Chelsea now again, this time with Gusto on the right-hand side. Plays the ball through, looking for Madueke. Good defender, Lewis Hall. Really good defender. Plays it into Bruno now. A little bit of space for him. Now Tonali. Coolly back to Fabian Schär. And again into Tonali. Tonali's got Livramento here on the near side. And Newcastle just playing a bit of possession football here, but getting pushed back a little bit. And now Byrne being pressured by Jackson. And again, out to Lewis Hall, who is... I mean, look, it's fair enough playing like that, Billy, but, you get to a point where you are going to lose the ball. But that's a good ball all over the top for Barnes. The ball's bouncing awkwardly for him, but he's done well, really well against Gusto there. Good strength from Harvey Barnes. And he's fouled again and nothing given.
I think he was out strengthened there myself, personally.
Yeah, but Billy, if that was at the other end, I think Chelsea get a free kick, mate.
Probably, yeah, probably do. He never looked comfortable, did he, Barnes, then?
I mean, he just couldn't get the ball under control, could he? And now Colwell for Chelsea.
Good pressure,
Isak all over
Alex.
him,
Oh
and
dear.
Alex
oh dear.
Isak's
oh,
gone
dear.
down injured,
Oh,
and he's banging on the floor, which Isak tends to do when he's injured.
Ankle.
Yeah, he went into. I think he'd be all right, Billy.
I hope so. Oh dear me! He's rammed his studs right down his ankle there. Don't think it's deliberate.
No, it's not deliberate. He just tries to play the pass out to James. He realised he took a bad touch, Colwell. Isak's back on his feet, guys. I think he'll be fine. I mean, he does go down with the extreme, doesn't he, when he's banging on the floor as if he's sort of snapped his leg in half.
Yeah, it wasn't a great one. But...
Just put the panics up here a little bit. Jackson now to Gusto. Chelsea again come forward down that right-hand side. Joe Linton once again comes in support of Lewis Hall. Back to Gusto again. Gusto has to go back to Madweke. Newcastle have men back now. Floated over looking for Jackson. Headed away by Shea. Lavia takes a touch to James, but the referee is blowing a whistle for, I believe, offside. A couple of minutes left of the additional time in this first half. Chelsea 1, Newcastle 1. You're watching Matchday live on the Toon Review YouTube channel. Welcome to all our new subscribers. We're 97 away from 33,000. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. And thank you for all the nice comments about the graphics. It does improve Matchday Live dramatically when we've got live stats in front of us as well. And it's really made a big difference, Billy.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Nick Pope is going to take this this free kick, and he launches it downfield. And Fabian Schär comes in late there to clear away from Jackson. Good strength from Joe Linton again. Finds Toon Army, clipped over towards Barnes. Barnes to Bruno. And again, just Ricochet's not quite going our way. Referee! Barnes again sliced in half. And Fofana's the one that's gone down injured, but it was a terrible tackle.
I think Gusto was the main one. There you go,
yeah.
Gusto. And then...
Well, Gusto's actually... He's took Barnes and Caicedo out.
I mean, Gusto should be booked for that. Absolutely no doubt. He should be booked for that.
Shocking tackle. Why every time do I say the name Gusto, Billy? I want to say Dolce. Good coffee, that, you know, Billy. Anyway, this will probably be the last moment of this first half, and Newcastle have a chance to maybe go in 2-1 in front. Let's just see what the set piece is like first, though, shall we, Billy? Let's not get too carried away.
No, it's a set piece. Absolutely no chance. There's more chance of going in 2-1.
Tonali's over this, though, Billy. And leaves it for Lewis Hall. And Byrne heads it straight to the goalkeeper. Why on earth is Dan Byrne not better? I mean, he's 19 foot tall, Billy. As the halftime whistle goes, it is Chelsea 1, Newcastle United 1 at halftime. You know what it is? We came into that game much stronger, Billy. Second half of the first half, if you like.
Yes, I agree. After they scored, and maybe 5 minutes after that, they had a bit of momentum, but we've took it off them, and we look as dangerous as them now. You know, it's this game can go either way. It really can, and that's credit to us for getting back in the game. So, yeah, all the rumours of Newcastle United's decline has been greatly exaggerated. I think the players are playing for the manager, but the defenders have got to get tighter. They really have. They've got to not be so lackadaisical. Just be more disciplined.
We worry every time Chelsea come forward, but
yeah, we do.
Honest, I'm excited every time we go forward. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's a crazy game, and Stato is with us. Alex, it didn't look too good earlier on in that first half, but we grew into the game.
Yeah, we definitely did grow into the game with confidence. You know, they're a young team. They can be naive, and we managed to exploit that. A goal from open play is fantastic. A couple of things we do need to sort out. I'm a little bit frustrated by them because I think it's Eddie Howe's call in coaching and positioning decisions. Dan Byrne and Fabian Schär, both of them following Jackson, following people into midfield. As I was writing, this was 3 minutes in, I was writing a note about Byrne getting dragged onto Jackson high up, about how that may cause a problem. And before I'd finished writing the note, it happened a second time and the ball was in the back of the net. So we got to be really, really, really careful. Fabian Schär did it as well. Was really high up in the Chelsea third on Palmer, and we got countered again by that. If we're going to commit centre-halves that far forward, you have to foul them or win the ball. You cannot get spun and allow a counter against this team. It is not good enough. Tino, didn't anticipate that ball for the counter as well on the left-hand side. I'm not sure why he didn't. He knew it was coming, but then he's tried to make up for it in other ways. But defensively, I think Hall's probably been the only one that can lift his head up high, although he did lose the ball very early on. But he's been okay. He started a lot of our attacks. But the other three in defence really need to focus. And I am concerned that this is an Eddie Howe call, them doing this. I want to see Lloyd Kelly on because Dan Burn can't play with the ball either. It's causing us problems.
Dan Burn's a big worry, isn't he? I mean, he's just he's looked a yard off the pace. But again, going forward, he had a good header there at the end of the first half, which he's just got no power on again, and it really amazes me. I mean, Tino, to be fair, me and Billy said, as the game wore on, Tino's got better with his defending, and of course had a big part to play in the equaliser.
Yeah, fantastic. It was a lovely move. It was Tino inverting into midfield. Bruno was switched onto it. Joe Linton understood the play. They managed to shuttle the ball out to the left-hand side. Barnes probably did something a little bit different that Gordon wouldn't have done. He was a little bit more selfless, played Hall in the overlap, and Isak was there. Again, that's a hard ball to, a lot of people sky them, so he had to make sure he got over that and made sure it went into the net. Everybody kept themselves on side. Great to score from open play. Great from Isak as well. It was a good team move. The commentary on Sky stated it wasn't the prettiest build-up for the move. I disagree. I thought that was worked really, really well. Everybody touched the ball in the build-up. I thought it was great. It was from back to front. And Isak getting the goal, not only getting the goal, has been fantastic in other areas. I've written down 3 or 4 occasions of anchor play where he's winning the ball high up and then he's bringing others into the game. This is what we need from him. Fantastic. We need more of that in the second half.
Yeah, he has been better.
That takedown, that Bruno pass was outstanding, wasn't it? Oh.
Yeah. Ron Peacock, thank you for your super sticker, Ron. Much appreciated. And a super chat from Nick Thornton. Our set pieces are just not poor. They are pathetic. I honestly thought for a brief second there that Tonali was going to take that free kick, Billy.
Well, he went over, didn't he? I mean, apparently, I don't know if you said it or not, stats out that Tyndall does set pieces and the defence. What are the 2 bits that are worse than our team?
Well,
get him out.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, there was one corner routine that I liked. It was Isak managed to lose two guys to go clear at the near post. He got a header. He was first to it. It was just high. That was probably the most threatening set piece I've seen in the last 20 odd corners. It was better. It was a lot better. So more of that, hopefully.
Yeah. Simon Muller, thank you for your super chat. Howe and Tyndall look like 2 clueless Muppets on the sidelines. A little bit harsh, Simon. I think, we are doing okay here. We're 1-1 at Stamford Bridge. Listen, I like the response because, Chelsea could have been 3 up in 15 minutes. Let's be honest. They were splitting us open left, right and centre. I mean, nobody's been split that far open than Katie Price. I mean, it was ridiculous. But I think certainly as the game wore on, we've grown into it and we've created more of a threat. And I still think Chelsea's backline to get at as well, Alex. They don't look 100%.
Yeah, I think it's different. I think the ways Chelsea are hurting us are predictable. It's Hall needs to block the crosses. Tino needs to anticipate the long ball. We all need to anticipate the long ball. A lot of it so far we can mitigate. It's stuff that we can plan and we can stop if we're positioned right. Our attacks, on the other hand, have been a little bit creative. It's down to winning duels, Joe Linton getting involved and sort of left and right plays. They've not managed to deal with them fully, whether it's them making mistakes or not. So, I think we are still in this game. We need points. We absolutely need a point from this game. And as far as this first half has gone, I think we've played well enough that we can maybe take positive messages into the second half and try and get points, whether it's 1 or 3. But we do need to tidy some things up. I think Eddie Howe 100% needs to make sure he talks to Pope and the back 4, because there was a little bit of a lack of communication towards the end of that first half where Pope was coming, Tino wasn't sure. So they just need to make sure they talk to each other in that second half. We don't want any mistakes with sweeper keeping. They need to talk. We need to make sure that Hall blocks that cross from Madueke because he's not doing so far. And there's a lot of lofted balls into the back post. Tino's having to deal with it. And Fabian and Dan, just stay your centre halves, guys. Be centre halves.
Well, Fabian Scher really gambled, didn't he, on trying to get across to that.
Well, even Dan Burn, when they were pinned outside our box, Burn was coming out to kind of join Bruno's press. Like, just just do your centre half job. I really want them to just be centre halves. Like they have been good in clearances, but yeah, they've got so many tricky players that swap positions. Neto's gone right, Madueke's gone left, Palmer's just floats left and right. They need to be a little bit more rigid for me, the centre halves.
Yep. Gary Moffat, thank you for your super chat. Kraft and Kelly on for Fab and Burn, and I think we could possibly win this. Or you won't change the two of them. No way. Coach Austin, thank you for your super chat. Best part of the afternoon, split open more than Katie Price. Love it, Paul. Thank you, mate.
I think the key to all is keeping Palmer under wraps. He hasn't been in the game the past 20 minutes. If we can keep it like that, we'll win the game.
Steve Lavis, thank you for your super sticker. Much appreciated. Nick Thornton, thank you for another super chat. Mancini is available. Just saying. Listen, we're 1-1 here with Chelsea, guys. Let's not. If we were 2 or 3 down, I could understand the frustration, but we've grown back into the game. There's things that we need to put right, absolutely, and be better at. But we're giving Chelsea a good run for the money here. And to be fair, we've looked dangerous going forward as well. It's a shame that Anthony Gordon's injured because I think he'd have a field day today, Billy.
God, he would, yeah, absolutely. I was thinking that earlier. Just that extra yard of pace that Harvey hasn't got. Gordon would have been in 2 or 3 times. I'm really impressed with our midfield today. The 3 of them have been outstanding. All 3 of them.
Stephen says, Paul, can you reset the clock, please, so that we can all be at the same time? Well, it's half time, so there is no need to reset the clock because when I start, it'll be 45 minutes. But if you kick off your second half before me, just pause your TV. Wait till I say, right, we're underway for the second half and we'll all be in sync. Steve Headers, thank you for your super chat. I still feel we need a young, speedy centre-back in January, along with the Murph Miggy upgrade.
100%.
Not a bad shout. I mean, we just lack in pace there. And, of course, Botman's to come back, but Botman's not exactly a Ferrari either. I mean,
he's a yard faster than Dan Burn, and he's
he was. We don't know what he's going to come back. I mean, his pace might be affected by that injury. Time will tell.
Still be faster.
Sean Longstaff said on the rest of his football podcast that he's lightning fast.
Who, Longstaff?
Botman.
I was going to say, fucking hell, Billy. Chris says Murphy on the left may be with his pace, or bring a Sula on with Isak on the left.
They're not going to bring a Sula on. No chance.
No,
unless there's an injury up front. They might do if Isak gets injured, because obviously can't put Gordon there, but otherwise, you won't see a Sula today.
I don't think Barnes has played too badly, actually. I think he's been a good outlet. I think been manhandled most of the game.
He's been okay. He's been combative, but he does need to...
The referee certainly hasn't helped him. There's certain...
Well, the referee's been poor on both sides. That tackle from Bruno where he missed, I'm not sure how he didn't get booked and a foul for that. So he's been bad for Chelsea and for us. He's been bad for. Yeah. He's been in the way of about 3 or 4 plays as well. He's been stood in the middle of people trying to play football. He's messed up 2 Chelsea attacks. He's messed up 1 of ours. It's just a poor day for the referee. And I'm willing. I want to say this now while it's still 1-1 because I'm not just saying he's a bad ref. This is 1-1. The game's still in the balance, and he's been bad for both sides so far. It's just a poor officiating all round.
Mm. By the way, you can see there that there is player ratings alongside Newcastle United's team there. These are not ours. We'll do ours separately. But the highest rated players from the first half are Lewis Hall and Isak. Andy, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Much appreciated, my friend. Thanks for the commentary, lads. Love the new Matchday setup. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Geordie lad says... Also, Botman won't be the player he was before he got injured. I think it will take him a good couple of months to get back to his best.
Of course.
Yeah, he's been out a long time. He's got to get... But, this is what we're saying about Callum Wilson. The fact that he's going to be out for another 3 games. Then he's got to get match fit. Blah, blah, blah. It's ridiculous. Anyway, Alex, we'll let you go, mate. We'll see you at full time, bud.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
3
points.
So remember, guys, if you kick off your second half before me, just hit the pause button. And then once we kick off, we'll all be in sync again when I say we're underway. We are 94 subscribers away, Billy, from 33,000.
Yes, very good.
Chris from Evermore makes a good point, of course, that Botman reads the game better than both of these two.
A million times. And doesn't get caught out, does he?
No. Don't forget to join Chris on the Evermore NUFC channel at the end of the game for his... is honest match reaction. I'll be doing a match reaction, a recorded one for YouTube, and Billy and Alex will be, of course, doing a Patreon for all you Patreon members. And they'll put the links for that up once the Patreon podcast is available. Where do we go second half, Billy? Because, I mean, obviously, we need to stop the mistakes at the back. We need to stop being so open at the back, because I think going forward, we've been okay.
It's as simple as that for me. You just got to be more careful at the back and not be so undisciplined. And let's have a bit of hunger and urgency from the two second half specifically.
Yeah.
Fabian Schär, when he got a card, isn't helping us at all. They're obviously going to attack him, and he's liable to kick anyone any time. So I wouldn't be too disappointed if Schär came off at half time and they brought Kraft on or Kelly on. I wouldn't mind either.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to happen. But we've got to just defend properly, and if we can defend properly, keep Cole Palmer out of the game, I think we can win it. I really do.
James says, I would like to see Big Joe running at Chelsea defence. He's a menace with his strength. I think he's been very good first half, Joe Linton. He's been very physical. He's done what he needed to do. And, I mean, obviously, I'd like to see midfielders getting on the score sheet, Billy. That's where we probably need to improve, I guess, as well.
Yes, I think so. I mean, Bruno was in the area to do it earlier when he got fouled, and Tonali had a shot blocked, didn't he? So we are trying to get players forward.
Absolutely. Oh, it's going to another advert, Billy. What the fuck's going on here?
No, they always do that. It'll only be one advert.
Yeah. It's honestly just money-making scheme. Basically, let's get as many adverts as we can in. Oh, it's a KFC advert, Billy. Not the time to show me a KFC advert. Jesus Christ. And then it goes straight to an onion seller. That's interesting. Anyway, a few stats from the first half. Possession, 59% for Chelsea, 41 Newcastle. Total shots, 9 for Chelsea, 8 for Newcastle. On target, 4 for Chelsea, 2 for us. 7 corners for Chelsea, 2 for us. I mean, look, the stats, obviously, Chelsea, the home team, you'd expect that, wouldn't you? It's sort of more possession, etc. But it's what you do with it. And finally, we've managed to do something with our possession today in scoring a good goal.
Well, this is it. I mean, we're in the game. It's as simple as that. We all thought before the game started that we were going to lose the game. But at this precise moment in time, we're in the game and look as dangerous as they do. So let's just keep that up and let's get a goal and see if we can win the game. Simple as that for me. I mean, Eddie Howe hasn't got much to speak about. All he's got to do is tell the defence to tighten up. Yeah, and absolutely. Specifically the centre half. That's it. And maybe have a bit more cover from Bruno and Tonali and Joe Linton. But I mean, Joe Linton's doing two men's work on the left-hand side. Tonali's doing that on the right. So really it's down to Bruno to kind of help the middle. But we shall see. Well,
they're focusing on that Bruno foul in the D, Billy.
I mean, is he the last man? Would you say he was the last man? I don't know.
Possibly. I mean, maybe that's what I'm not privy to the sound, so I don't know what they're saying. Maybe. We don't know.
I mean, they didn't look at that, did they? They didn't look at the sending off.
Well, absolutely not. I wonder why, Billy. But anyway, the players are back out. So if you kick off before me, please press pause. And I will say, right, we're underway. And then we can all be in sync for the second half, guys. But please, as usual, no spoilers in the chat or you will be removed. Hopefully, everybody respects each other in the chat and we can have a good second half on the pitch as well. Isak is going to be the man to get us underway. He's just playing a little juggling with the ball, waiting for the Chelsea substitutes to come off the pitch. How are they still on the pitch? Anyway, we are all ready and we are underway. Second half has started. So here we go. What do you reckon then, Billy?
Well, anything could happen. We're hard to predict, aren't we? All I know is our 3-0 loss is down the pan already. So,
well, it is.
Good.
Yeah, we were hoping it wouldn't come to fruition anyway, Billy, and that's the way it's worked out. I don't think there's been any changes at half-time. We'll see a bit more from Tonali, Billy.
He's doing a manful job helping out Livermore on that right-hand side.
Yeah.
And he's just manoeuvring the ball around.
Yeah, he's doing the job where maybe, it's not the glorified position, where he's going to do anything magical and stuff. He's just doing a job. But Chelsea looking to... Oh, brilliant defending by Lewis Hall. So confident there, the way he took the ball. Now Isak. Barnes had made a run, but good defending by Fofana.
Yeah, lucky that.
Lovely play from Lewis Hall, that, Billy.
Well, they know what Lewis Hall is down at Chelsea, that they were good to lose him.
Livramento on the far side now, of course, former Chelsea player as well. Isak holds it up well. Lays it. Oh, no.
Terrible for me.
We're in trouble here. We're in trouble. Cole Palmer heading towards the penalty area. He's got one thing in mind, and that one thing is to score. And he's put it at the near post. Why? Nick Pope?
Well,
what happened there?
But what's Fabian Schär doing? Backing off. Someone's got to go.
The backed off, give him the freedom of London, and he smashes it in at the near post, and we're behind less than a minute after the second half starts. Bullshit!
You don't back off Cole Palmer. He's just too good. You can't allow him to shoot. And Fabian Schär's backing off. Maybe the yellow card's in his brain. But, I mean, it's a really poor goal.
Well, that's awful from Isak for a start. I mean, what is he doing there?
Yeah.
But look at this. What is that defending, Billy?
I don't know. I honestly can't tell you. That is just so poor from Fabian Schär. So poor.
It's as if he's showing Palmer onto his left foot. And Nick Pope shouldn't be beaten there, Billy. That's poor.
It's poor from the goalkeeper as well, but it's a shot on target that he should keep out. But Fabian Schär shouldn't be allowed to have that shot.
Jesus wept. Jesus wept. That is shockingly bad. I mean, that is just saying to Cole Palmer, come on, then shoot.
It's a gift.
But why is Fabian Schär showing Cole Palmer onto his stronger foot?
Well, you should at least step out to him and try and make him do something.
Go on, it was right for one. But showing him down the left, saying, yeah, go on, have a shot with your left foot of a wand. Go on, son. Dreadful. Wow. And again, it's and that's good battling by Kaiser. Come on, Joe. You shouldn't just stand still complaining. Madueke lays it off for Caicedo. And Newcastle somehow scramble the ball away with Tonali. He plays a long ball out towards Isak on the far side. Isak, brilliant control. Somehow keeps the ball in and wins a throw-in. Fantastic stuff from Isak.
Yeah.
And Colwell's gone down.
Brilliant from Tonali as well.
Yeah, superb from Tonali.
I mean, Reece James
Isak's saying to the linesman, you know what, there wasn't a foul there. I mean, why has Colwell gone down? Oh, give over. That is not why you've gone down. Isak's hand touched your chin. Wow.
That's pathetic from Colwell. Is he getting a free kick for that?
I don't think so. I think Newcastle got the throw. Yeah, we have. Pathetic from Colwell, that. You absolute tart. Jesus Christ. 92 away from 33,000, guys. Welcome to all our new subscribers, and thank you for joining the Toon Review. Please do subscribe if you're new and you like what you see. We are a fantastic community here and very honest. So if you don't like honesty, probably not the channel for you. Dreadful start the second half, Billy.
Couldn't be any worse, could it? It really couldn't be any worse.
I don't know why we are showing Cole Palmer down the left-hand side when he's he's got a wand of a left foot. Oh, Madueke would be tall. Down the byline, whips across in again. Header hits the post from Neto. We get fortunate again. My goodness me, Palmer with another cross. And Gusto somehow gets to it, but I think the whistle's gone for a push on Byrne. Gary Clark, thank you for your super chat. Yellow card, yellow streak for Schär.
I mean, it's poor defending again. Livramento at the back post looked totally out jumped.
How is Neto beating Livramento there?
He didn't even jump, does he, Livramento?
Well, fortunately for us, Billy, it hit the outside of the post and went away from goal.
He probably should have scored.
Yeah, he'd be disappointed with that. Here is Fabian Schär. Plays it across to Byrne in his own penalty. Byrne lets the ball run under him. And, oh my God, what a pile of shite!
I think we certainly need a centre-half, maybe
Christ! Straight back to a blue shirt.
I'd get Kelly and Croft on, get them both on now.
I mean, he took his eye off the ball for a start there, Dan Byrne. It ran under him. He was under pressure, and then the clearance went straight back to a Chelsea player.
That hard work.
In that dressing room at half time.
I don't know. But all that hard work that we put at the end of that first half just gone to pot.
It's gone to pot, yeah.
A minute of the second half started.
Anyway, Caicedo now in the centre circle for Chelsea. Waving plays forward, lays it back to Fofana, into Lavia. Lavia pressured by Tonali. Colwell. And Colwell blocked. I mean, these defenders are to get at, Billy. Really to get at.
Yeah, lucky the ricochet went to Reece James because it could have fell to the Isak then. He'd have been clean through.
And Sanchez has launched it straight out of play as well.
That back five are poor.
They are. Here's Joe Linton now to Bruno. Bruno to Lewis Hall now on this near side. Plays it back to Byrne. Byrne across to Fabian Schär. Schär plays a low ball into Bruno. It was not
Terrible
the best
pass.
ball, that. And
Terrible
Bruno
pass.
was under pressure. And Chelsea come forward again with Jackson here. Madueke in acres of space slightly behind him. Madueke goes the left foot short and it's straight into the arms of Nick Pope. But again, Scher's pass there. Lazy, no pace on it. Put Bruno under horrible pressure and forces another Chelsea attack, Billy.
He's got to be off. You've got to take him off. I mean, he's been that poor today. If the manager can't see it, then there's something wrong. He's been absolutely dreadful today.
Dear. Byrne again under pressure from Jackson. Falls over. Somehow keeps it in play, but... oh, dear me. Joe Linton gave a hospital pass to Lewis Hall. Chelsea have it back. We are all over the place, Billy.
We are all over the place.
What was said at half-time?
I don't know. I have a few points and a point and chips or something. I don't know.
Fucking hell.
Something
We
ain't
don't
right.
look the same team. Neto again running at Miggy this time. Back to James. And he's back now to Colwell, who will come across again to Fofana. Fofana now. Again, loads of space to just jog into slowly. Caicedo flicks it over the top for Gusto, who's in acres of space again. Gusto on his left foot. And he isn't a left-footed player. It's rifled over the bar. But dear God is all I can say for this first few minutes of the second.
It's a carbon copy of the first for me. A carbon copy of the first.
And there is Eddie Howe trying to G the players up. And boy, oh boy, do they need G'ing up. NUFC 1892, thank you for your super chat. What was said at half-time? Poor start to the second half. I have no idea. We just look a shadow of the team that finished that first half. But this has happened so often this season, Billy, where we have good patches but we just can't keep it up. As Neto just disperses of Livramento, but he gets back well. Great tackle, Tino. And we get ourselves a little bit out of trouble, although Miggy's running back into it. And Schär just lofts it away, but the referee's given a free kick for a foul on Miggy by Cole Palmer.
Good recovery from Livramento there because you got Dunn's first up, and his pace to get back and get a good tackling was impressive.
Absolutely. I mean, how does Vlachodimos not get a game for us in the Premier League, says Mr. Matthews? Look, Nick Pope needs looking at for that goal as well. I'm sorry, but he does.
Yeah, he certainly does. Shouldn't get beat in their post. But the shot should never come in. Should never been allowed to come in. He must have expected Fabian Schär to go and meet the ball. He must have done. And if he didn't, he should have been shouting it.
Yeah. Long ball again. Reece James underneath this. Bruno battling, but again, Chelsea come out with the ball. Good work from Joe Linton this time.
Oh, come on, Harvey. You've got to go to the ball there.
Christ. And now Fofana for Chelsea. And Sky, of course, making a big thing about the Arsenal-Liverpool game. There's a surprise. Who gives a shit about them arriving at the stadium, man? For fuck's sake, put the screen back there full. My God. Bloody tosspots. Sanchez has the ball for Chelsea just outside his penalty area. I mean, look how much space is... I mean, Nicholas Jackson strolls back there and he's got the freedom of Stamford Bridge.
It's Dan Burn on him. Why is Dan Burn doing it? Just let him go. He's not going to score from there. Let him go. He's going to beat you in a foot race if he turns and passes it back and runs behind you.
That's better from Harvey Barnes on Colwell, and rightly so, through into Newcastle. But we don't take it quickly. And Lewis Hall goes all the way back to Dan Burn and all the way back to Nick. That was a throw-in 3/4 of the way through Chelsea's half, Billy, and it goes back to Nick Pope. Keith Truscott, thank you for your super chat. Don't worry, soon will be time for Toon Army to be subbed off and Longstaff comes on. Let's wait and see. Nice 1-2 between Hall and Joe Linton, but Hall's lost the ball. Madueke is in loads of space down this right-hand side, but slows it down a little bit, so Newcastle get players back, and the ball into Gusto is awful, and it's out for a throw-in.
Yeah, we've got everyone there.
That was poor from Madueke.
Very poor.
I mean, he had a chance to just get the ball and head towards the penalty area, Billy. Just slowed down and let us get back in position.
I mean, Lewis Hall has lost the ball a couple of times down that left-hand side. But every time he's trying to play football, it's not a case of bad passes or, he's trying to get out of it by playing football, which you can't really argue with.
Yeah. Toon Army now for Newcastle. Just a little bit of heavy touch trying to keep it in. Gary Clark, thank you for your super chat. He says, at least Rafa's defendance was disciplined. Here's Madueke. And this time Joe Linton is back there to help out with...
well played, Big Joe.
Yeah, Big Joe wins the ball back, plays into Barnes. Barnes back to Byrne. I don't think it was supposed to go back to Byrne.
Why do they keep passing it to Dan Byrne? Lose this.
John Cook, thank you for your super chat. I like Eddie, but my patience is running out. Too loyal. No players who just deliver shit. Oh, sorry, too loyal to players who just deliver shit. Barnes, Isak to Barnes. This is Barnes' territory. Oh, he's played a ball to Isak, just a little overweight, but Isak's done well to get it across. And headed away by James, literally on the line there. And now it's back with Isak again. He did brilliantly to get that ball across. Isak into the box, tries to dribble his way in and then gives a free kick away. And Chelsea will slow the game down again. But that cross from Isak looked like it might have been dipping in there, Bill.
It was a beautiful cross. If only someone had the goal to go to the back post and try and nod it in. It
was just an overhit pass by Harvey Barnes. He's onside. Isak tries to clip it to the back post. To be fair, it was clipped back for Miggy, so it wouldn't have happened anyway.
But he just stood there watching it. Why didn't he come and try and attack the ball?
Yeah.
Reece James ain't the tallest bloke in the world, is he?
Yeah, it's good defending by Reece James, actually.
It is,
he gets a good header on it and clears his lines. And Chelsea have the ball back again with Lavia. Lavia to Caicedo. Back to Lavia. And Lavia quickly onto Palmer, who just picks up that little position between the centre-backs in the midfield. And he's very, very good at doing that, isn't he?
Yeah, he finds space really well. We kept him out of the game 20 minutes first half, but second half started, he's back to where he was at the beginning of the first half.
Yeah. Here's James again for Chelsea. And Cole Palmer now in a bit of space on the left-hand side, just inside Chelsea's half. Inside now to Lavia. Lavia will go long for Madueke on this near side. Takes it down really well. Slows it down. Madueke just doesn't look like he's got any pace left.
Maybe he's knackered.
Yeah. Lavia now out to Pedro Neto. Neto running at Livramento. Again, clips a left-footed ball. And it's a beauty and a header, I think, came off Lewis Hall. But I think we've got a goal kick there.
Yeah, it's good defending from Hall because he's not going to win the aerial battle. But what he's done, he's jumped into Gusto to make sure he doesn't get a good head on it. Yeah. Good defending.
It did come off Hall, but we've got a goal kick. So, again, we're trying to play. I mean, Joe Linton got Dan Byrne out of a lot of trouble there. And Tonali just can't get his foot on it.
Just an inch too far for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Case Ball, thank you for your super chat. Duck Egg of a manager, just mark on, man. I don't know what mark on, man, when he said march on or something, I don't know. But Caicedo now with a long ball for Cole Palmer, who again brings it down brilliantly. But Tino Livramento was just behind him to snap the ball. But then he gives a horror pass. And now Chelsea have it back with Madueke in towards the penalty area again. Joe Linton comes across to help out Lewis Hall. Madueke doesn't fancy that at all. I think if I'm a betting man, Billy, I'd bet Madueke as the first Chelsea player off.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Cole Palmer now. Spins. Chelsea just dominating this second half. Absolutely dominating it at the moment. And we're coming up to the hour, Billy.
Well, it's 7 minutes till we see subs then.
Yeah. Possibly, yeah. Well,
I don't particularly want to see subs, to be honest.
Well, I don't see anybody on the bench who's going to change the game. Put it that
absolutely
way.
Not. Shaw for Kelly or Kraft, maybe.
I don't think he'll take any centre back off, Billy.
Probably not.
No way. Isak, that's a good ball to Livramento. Now Livramento in a bit of space to bring it forward. Lays it up to Miggy. So Almiron now plays it. A good ball inside to Isak, who can turn. Isak to Barnes. Barnes now tries to skip around Madueke. No, says the referee. Lewis Hall, little 1-2, but then just runs out of space. And that's a good bit of pressure from Newcastle there. And now it's with Fabian Schär on the halfway line. Joe Linton to Lewis Hall. But Chelsea have now got men back. Tonali, lovely sweeping ball out to Livramento again. Livramento to Almiron. Tonali ahead of him. Here is Tonali. Little touch out to Livramento on the far side. Back inside for Almiron. This is better from Newcastle. Lays it into Bruno. Bruno should shoot from there. He's trying to get the ball through an eye of a needle. And Chelsea on the attack here. This is dangerous. Neto. I mean, Newcastle do have 5 back, 6 back. Plenty men back. But here's Neto. Palmer. And here's Lavia to James. And now they're just taking the piss, Billy. Little 1-2s all over the pitch. Wearing Newcastle down. Ball out now to Madueke, who's looked really tired in this second half. Caicedo. Lavia. Bruno decides to step out to him. Lavia takes a tumble, but that was a dive. Neto to Reece James again. James floats it into the box. Nick Pope comes and claims the ball. Good goalkeeping.
I want to see more from Harvey Barnes in the second half now.
Yeah, he needs to get it. Well, he needs to get it, Gusto. Gusto's had the better of him the whole game so far.
Yeah,
but Gusto, he played well at St. James's last year.
He's a good player.
But
a really good defender, but I mean, he's.
But this is where Eddie Howe's in-game management's going to come in, Billy, that we were talking about before the game.
Yeah.
We're 2-1 down here, and we need to do something because at the moment we're not asking any questions of Chelsea. We're playing a nice little bit of football, but the final third isn't there now. And, this is where we either have to change formations or, we need to see something positive from the manager.
Yeah, if we had a dynamic Willock on the bench, I wouldn't be averse to him coming on. That's terrible.
That's awful ball. And we got away with that. Good work by Tonali. Sets Bruno away. We got men forward here. Joe Linton and Harvey Barnes on this left-hand side. Here's Barnes now heading towards the penalty area. Joe Linton overlaps. Barnes. Oh, he took it too far. And he gives a free kick away. Should have played Joe Linton in, Billy.
Yeah, he should have. He was looking for the shot there, wasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, it's classic Harvey Barnes, cutting in on the edge of the box and firing with his right, but he just couldn't get the shot away. But look at the run Joe Linton makes here, Billy.
5 against 4 there. 5 against 4 we've got.
Play Big Joe in. He's clean in.
Yeah, and didn't even get a shot off. 5 against 4. You've got to do better than that, Barnes. You've got to do better than that.
Again, it as well. It's the final decision, Billy. Just lets us down.
We all know what he's trying to do, but I mean, when you've got 5 against 4, you've got to make the man count. You really have.
Anthony Gordon looks a happy man. Sitting there injured. Darren Spark, thank you for your super chat. Players wanting to walk it in, have a shot. Normally Barnes does.
Chelsea ball at the back. We can still get into this game. Because no doubt about it for me.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Well, I don't know what happened there.
I was going to book Tonali for not retreating. There you go. What an absolute arsehole.
Well, but listen, Foden did that for Man City yesterday and didn't get booked. He booked the Southampton player.
That's poor from Colwell. Really poor.
Yeah. I don't like to see that, deliberately getting a player booked like that. Chelsea weren't even ready to take the free kick. Absolute bullshit. I hate that kind of thing from footballers, deliberately getting the fellow players booked. It's shit, Billy.
Sly.
Yeah.
Go on, Isak.
Isak, lovely touch to Almiron. Beautiful stuff. And Almiron floats a ball out to Joe Linton on this left-hand side. Joe Linton into the box. Joe Linton and Lewis Hall taken out there, and the referee spotted it. Madueke fouled him, and Madueke is going to get a booking, and Newcastle have a free kick in a very good position here, outside the box.
I'd rather he played the bleeding advantage. Christ. This Fabian Schär's going to blast it into Rose head, isn't he?
Well, it should be Tonali taking it, Billy.
I bet it won't be.
Well, Madueke has been very poor for Chelsea in the second half. He's just disappeared out the game. He's done nothing.
Well, they've got change they can make. They can put Neto back on that side and bring on Mudryk. So,
well, so far there's Lewis Hall, Isak, Schär, and Tonali over the ball.
Yeah, we all know it's going to be Schär.
Well, Let's see what comes about from this set piece, shall we? Please keep subscribing, guys. Thank you and welcome to all our new subscribers on the Toon Review. If you like what you see, please do hit that subscribe button. Of course, don't forget to hit the like button if you're enjoying the commentary today on the Toon Review. Thank you very much, guys. Well, Isak's kind of sticking around there. Well, Tonali's left the scene, so it's not going to be Tonali.
It's going to be Cher. I can tell exactly who it's going to be. I mean, unless Lewis Hall bends one in the near post, which I guess, I don't know, he could do it.
It is Cher, and it's just over the bar. It wasn't a bad effort, to be fair, but it was never on target.
Shouldn't be taking them.
I don't get it, Billy. We've got a brilliant set piece taker in Sandro Tonali, and he takes none of the set pieces. It makes no sense at all. And it is Madueke who is coming off. And Mudryk is going to replace him, who has definitely had a haircut.
Flipping heck. And he just...
Yeah, his blonde locks have gone. He's now a skinhead.
Christ almighty.
Yeah.
Not is it? Looks like Jamie O'Hara. Here comes Willock for us.
Joe Willock is coming on for Newcastle.
And Longstaff.
Oh, Harvey Barnes comes off.
Well, I understand that one.
I understand
that one. Now, who's coming off for Longstaff?
You know it's going to be Tonali, don't you?
Yeah,
you just
of course
know.
it is.
Oh, it's not. It's Miggy Almiron. Eh?
So who's going to go on the right hand side?
It's
Oh,
Jacob
Murphy's
Murphy,
well.
by the way.
So where's Longstaff? I've not seen him. And Tonali as well.
Oh,
Fuck
there's
off.
a fuck off, Eddie, man! Honestly, why? Why?
If Sean Longstaff scores 2 goals now to win us the game, then we can all say, well done, Eddie.
Yeah, but it's not
still-
going to happen.
No, of course it isn't. There's more chance of me, I don't know, whatever.
Dear, oh dear.
I think the yellow card might have influenced him, though, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, but you know, Fabian Scher's been on a yellow card since God knows when.
He probably wants him to get sent off.
Oh, it's the same fucking sub. Oh man, it's just the same shit.
Oh, don't piss around there.
He hasn't changed formation. He's made the obvious subs that he could possibly have made.
Well, Joe Willock will probably potentially be a little bit more defensive than Harvey Barnes, and potentially has a bit more pace. But we haven't
Billy,
seen that
we've
for a while.
seen none of that for a while. Yeah. Super chat in from Nick Thornton. Thank you, Nick. Get this clown out of my club. Ooh.
And indeed, Joe Linton's gone to the left, and Willock's gone into the midfield.
So yeah, okay.
In fact, it could even be a 4-4-2 with Joe Linton joining Isak.
Ah, Billy, you know it's not. Here's Joe Willock.
Go on then, push it past him and run, Joe. Go on.
Turn back to Isak. Isak now plays through ball looking for Willock. Sanchez comes out and claims it. Well, I mean, judging by the chat, there's not many people at all happy with Tonali coming off yet again. It just see honestly, he can thread the needle with a pass. He's a set piece taker who we don't get to take set pieces. Bollocks. Butch, thank you for your super chat. Can we now admit Eddie has to go? Same crap subs. And Peter McCardle, thank you for your super chat. Towel thrown in again. How out?
I don't think you can say that just yet.
No, he's gone quite attacking with his subs, let's be fair, apart from Longstaff. Keith Truscott, thank you for yours. Told you, what a joke, man. I'm done for fuck's sake. But here comes Isak for Newcastle. Plays it out to the left to Joe Linton. Joe Linton slides it forward to Willock. Willock clips it back. Isak's header, and it's blocked. I think that was going in, Billy.
Yeah, it's on the line.
And Bruno makes a tackle, which ricochets out for a goal kick to Chelsea. But I'm sure Reece James has just saved a goal there for Chelsea.
I mean, Willock may have been offside. We'll see
We've
now.
just seen this again. Oh, he wasn't.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
It would have counted.
It's a great
Brilliant
win.
little cross from Joe Willock. And just
I think
not enough
Isak's got
power,
it
I think,
now.
in the header. Yeah. It's a powder puff header, really, isn't it?
It's slightly behind him, though, which is, I guess, he's headed it downwards.
Yeah.
James is lucky there. He's lucky.
Niall Powell, thank you for your super chat. Tonali has only played 90 minutes twice. What wasted talent? Well, unless he pulls on an Italy shirt, then he plays the full game, doesn't he? But anyway, here's Murphy to Livramento. I think Chelsea are preparing another sub.
I think Enzo Fernandez is about to come on.
Yeah. Lewis Hall now plays it out to the left to Joe Linton again. Joe Linton inside to Bruno. Nice bit of play that. Bruno now trying to thread it through for Joe Linton. That ball was never on. Willock had gone through, but here's Lewis Hall. Hall now to Joe Linton. Joe Linton to Bruno. This is better stuff from Newcastle. Murphy's made a run on the far side.
What's that? What the fucking hell is that? I mean, you think Dan Burns got a 50-pence piece? Hey!
West Ham are leading Manchester United by 1-0. Somerville in the 74th minute.
Don't leave me this way!
Hey! John Cook, thank you for your super chats. They make pre-planned subs in rugby. Eddie should change sports. I'm done. Johnny, a member for 14 months. Thank you very much. I'm so done with Eddie Howe. Absolute joke. Enzo is coming on to replace Lavia. Not many people in the chat happy with these substitutions, Billy, I have to say.
I'm not going to say that we look a little bit more bright, I have to say.
Well, we do, but...
more down to Willock than Longstaff, obviously, but...
yeah. Let's see how it pans out. As again, Sanchez just launches it. He's not great, is he?
You know, Chelsea have had struggles winning at home this year, and as the time pressure's on, maybe the pressure's going to get to them.
Maybe it's in the back of their mind, Billy. Maybe it's in their mind.
The old ring pieces will be twitching like a rabbit's nose here.
Hey, absolutely. Ian Fleming, thank you for your super chat. I was never Eddie out, but starting to change my mind now. And Andy G, thank you for yours. Craig Hope will have great fun reporting on this. Oh, there's Zola, Billy. What I would do for a Zola up front right now.
We're sorry, his brother Gordon.
Dear. As Reece James goes all the way back to Sanchez. I'd just like to see a few more shots on this keeper, but put him under a bit more pressure. Chelsea play it out nicely and gusto now, but across comes Bruno to I was going to say dismembered him. He literally did.
Yeah, space where Gusto was.
Yeah, here is Joe Willock now heading towards a penalty. Willock flick inside, looking for the return, and Bruno into the box, but it didn't find him. And Chelsea win a throw in.
Willock's looked very bright since he came on, I've got to say.
Yeah, he has. He has.
Which is transfer talk.
We needed to see. We definitely needed to see. I mean, we've had the better of the last 10 minutes, Billy, no doubt about it. But again, we haven't had a shot on a real... I mean, Isak's header was powder puff. You know, you're looking for a real get your sort of neck muscles in there and bury that chance.
Well, it looks like Chelsea have settled for the one-goal win. But
yeah,
I don't think they're good enough to hold out. So it's odd.
Yeah. Sanchez again, terrible ball out to the far side, looking for Palmer. Looking for Mudryk. Sanchez then complaining, well, you kicked the ball, you fanny. Longstaff back to Fabian Schär now. Schär inside for Bruno. But again, Bruno does really well because the pass was under hit from Schär. Livramento getting a bit of bother.
Yeah.
Schär launches one forward. It's a good ball, actually, for Isak. The referee hasn't blown. This is a huge chance for Newcastle. Isak. Oh, how have you fucked that up? Just give it a fucking Joe Linton.
I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
That's abysmal from Isak, Billy. That's unforgivable.
Yeah, it is.
He just plays this to Joe Linton. It's in. It's a tap in into an empty net.
That's shocking. I'm gobsmacked.
What the fuck was that?
He's trying to score the wonder goal, isn't he?
You know what he's doing there, Billy? He's trying to take the two Chelsea players on and slot it in with his left foot, trying to be too fucking clever. And he's fucked it up.
I agree.
That's unforgivable.
That isn't good. That is so bad. That is so bad.
That should have been 2-2 and we're back in the game. That's unforgivable, Billy.
Oh. What's he holding his leg for, the prat? I'll tell you what, Fabian Schär, that's all over him. That's a penalty, that is.
Billy, I'm looking at this again from Isak. This is unforgivable. just late to one of your players, and he's twisting onto himself. Fuck off!
He's trying to do the ball roll and do the special goal, isn't he?
That's unforgivable. He had 3 players to give it to, Billy, who had tap-ins.
Yeah.
Tap-ins!
Shocking. I've got no words for it.
That's fucking shocking.
That's the most selfish thing you're ever going to see.
Oh, 100%.
Oh.
I tell you what, Bruno's been fantastic in this game. He's all over the place, winning the ball back for us. So's Big Joe. Bruno again now. Tried to flick it forward. He's won it back again. Now Longstaff into a bit of space here for Sean.
What's that?
What an absolute abyss.
Fuck off, Longstaff.
But he's won it back. And now it's out to Murphy. Get him ball in, man. Come on. Murphy cuts inside. Clips it across. Isak jumps, doesn't get there, but there's a Chelsea player gone down holding his head. And the referee has blown up. It's Gusto that's down. There's a lot of people not happy with that Isak opportunity there and voicing themselves in the chat, and rightly so. It was unforgivable.
The most selfish thing you're ever going to see from a footballer.
Disgusting. It's disgusting, that, Billy.
Cucurella's coming on now for Gusto, which is...
Yeah.
Well, I think that's good news for us. I think Cucurella's shite as well.
Your hate for Isak is going up. It's not hate, it's commenting on an absolute shambolic decision and greed to try and score there when he should have just laid it across for a tap-in into an empty net. There's no excuse in the world for that. If anybody's got an excuse, then you don't know football. That's a shocking decision. Terrible thing to do.
Very selfish. I don't think I've seen anything as selfish as that. That's look after number 1 footballer, and it's a team game. I'm sorry, that's dreadful.
Well, Cucurella and Nkunku are on now, so Jackson's off, and so is Gusto. Just gives Chelsea that little bit of edge up front again. Billy bringing Nkunku on.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. Yeah, and he'll drop deep and pull Burn and Share all over the shop as well. So, yeah, we've got to be alive here, but we're on top at the minute, and they are. Yeah, they're definitely under pressure. I've no doubt about that.
Yeah. I mean, you can't fault the effort to get back here. Certainly, we were terrible early part of the second half, but we've again.
Look at Joe! Ooh,
come
well
back
played.
at them.
Oh, fuck me! I thought we had him.
Yeah. Anyway, Cookie Monster clears for Chelsea on that left hand side.
Oh,
Poor pass by Livramento and Cole Palmer, who we've kept out of this game in the second half.
We did it in the first half. It's a carbon copy. The only difference is we haven't got the goal.
Well, we've kept him out the second half. Of course, he did score a minute into the second half by just giving him the freedom of Stamford Bridge.
But again, it was like 20 minutes the first half he was prevalent, and it was the same in the second half. Since then, he's done nothing.
Yeah.
And since that's happened, we've been on top. But, we're going to regret that chance. I'm sure we are.
Well, Neto's got the ball here, running a good covering back from Joe Willock as well. Played all the way back to Caicedo. Enzo now goes to the Cookie Monster, and he plays it left again for Mudryk. Mudryk cuts inside onto his right foot, looking for that killer ball, and it's back out to this near side where Neto picks it up. Neto back to Reece James. James plays it across to Enzo again, to Caicedo.
Well, someone's got to press the ball because I've just do this all day. There you go.
Well, Dan Burn finally clears, but straight to a blue shirt again. Enzo now, as Manchester United have equalised Casemiro after 81 minutes. But still, the way West Ham have been playing, I mean, that's not a good result for Man United if that stays the same.
No, but they will score a fucking 98th minute, didn't they? Them?
Oh, of course they will. Yeah. No, when the injury time board goes up, Billy, it says until Man United score.
Well played.
And now Livramento running past Cucurella on the far side. Does really well. Flicks it back to Murphy. Murphy to Bruno. Bruno inside to Joe Willock. Willock now. Joe Linton. Overlapped from Hall, but Joe Linton still has the ball. Now gives it to Lewis Hall. Again, Willock in support for him. Back to Bruno. Bruno back to Lewis Hall. Again, just get it in the box. Come on.
Well, there's no movement now. Look.
Well, there's not. Yeah, here's Bruno. He's pointing for somebody to make a run. Gives it out wide to Murphy now. Murphy to Livramento. Back to Murphy. And Longstaff loses the ball, but Bruno wins it back. And that looks like a push on Bruno, but referee didn't even signal play on there, so it wasn't even a foul according to the numbnuts of a referee. And now it's given away to Cole Palmer, and here's Christopher Nkunku. And now it suddenly develops at Chelsea break very, very quickly. Men are forward. Here's Nkunku into the box. Back to Cole Palmer. Men in the box. Mudryk completely unmarked, and he hits it straight at Nick Pope. I mean, how did he not put that in the net?
Very lucky there we were.
Nobody picked up. Great strength by Joe Linton. And now to Willock. Willock now inside for Longstaff.
That's it. Walk, Sean. You got all day.
Yeah, just take your time, son. And plays it back, funny enough, to Dan Burn. And now to Share. I mean, if we're going to equalise, we need to get forward. You know, it's no point just passing around backwards all the time. Longstaff over the halfway line to Isak. Sorry, Willock, who is definitely... What's Isak? I keep getting them mixed up when they're on the pitch, Bill.
Well, they've swapped positions, ain't they?
Yeah. Longstaff again. Heavy touch from him, but manages to find Bruno. Bruno, lovely play. And Enzo chopping at him there numerous times.
Out, ref.
Shocking tackle, but we're going to see this Mudryk chance again, Billy. I mean, he had the... I mean, where is the marking on Mudryk here? He's on... Look at Longstaff just watching him. And to be fair, I mean, it's literally hit straight at Pope there, isn't it?
I mean, I don't know what them, but again, Dan Burn just drifts off the play again.
Oh, dear me. Dear me.
Oh, set piece. Forget it.
Yep, Lewis Hall is going to take this one. Floats it into the penalty area. Well, again, the same old shit, Billy. Let's look for Dan Burn in the D.
And he fouls someone.
And it gives away a free kick. It's the same shit.
I mean, Dan Burn's 6'7". Reece James isn't even 6 foot. And he's giving free kicks away. That is disgraceful.
Do you know what? I mean, how many times have we seen that free kick this season, Billy, when it's central and it's just clipped into the D looking for Dan Burn's flick on?
But he's thick as pig shit. He gets done for a free kick 9 times out of 10 against a player that's a foot smaller than him. Well, come on. Naive. He's 33 and he's still naive.
Well, Sanchez is getting booked, I think, for time wasting. Wow.
That speaks volumes that they're trying to time waste, I've got to say.
Well, yeah. I'm still not over that Isak opportunity, but I'm sorry.
It's going to take weeks for that. It's going to take weeks.
I cannot believe what I just saw there. I really can't. Well, all the subs have updated on the system as well, Billy, which is good.
There's been some good performances, though. That's the bad part about it.
Mm.
You know, but 2 years ago, our defence was the rock on which we built our kind of, you know, everything on. They're awful this year. They're awful.
Coach Austin says Isak should be sent to Puff Daddy for his crimes. Oh, dear.
Oh, referee.
Oh, Cookie Monster very, very late in on Jacob Murphy there. But, I mean, the referee didn't even indicate play on, Billy, so he wasn't going to give a free kick for that.
No.
Fucking hell. Unbelievable.
Well, Reece James is playing like a Superman at the minute.
Joe Linton telling Lewis Hall to quickly get on with it. Throws it a little 1-2 with Bruno. Now out to Lewis Hall again. Oh, that's not great from Hall. And a late tackle. Of course, you're going to give a free kick for that one, though, aren't you, referee?
Yeah, he's been...
And Fofana, again, will make the most of this. Keep subscribing, guys. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see as we desperately want to head towards 33,000, your help, we can get there. Thank you and welcome to all our new subscribers to the Toon Review. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button, which is very important to us if you are enjoying the commentary today. Thank you very much, guys. What have we got? Just under 5 minutes of normal time left. Chelsea 2, Newcastle United 1. And Chelsea now come into the box with Pedro Neto and good defending by Lewis Hall.
On the wrong side as well, there wasn't he?
Yeah, he had to make sure that he got the ball there. I'm sure Neto would have tried to have got a penalty.
Talking of penalties, apparently West Ham have got one.
Really? Okay. Anyway, what
What
a
a
ball
ball that
by
is.
Bruno again. And Livramento on the charge against Colwell. Colwell just slows him down a little bit, but we do have players forward. But we've had to come back a little bit. Bruno. And again, we had a great opportunity there, but here's Lewis Hall into Isak. And I'm not sure what the hell Isak's doing with that.
Does he just put some Doc Martens on?
It's a goal kick to Chelsea, and Joe Linton really grimacing, really frustrated.
He's been outstanding today, Joe Linton.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, there is someone that does need a P45, and that's Tyndall. Absolute waste of space.
Fabian Schär, G and the players up there, telling them to keep going.
Can he G himself up in the process?
Well, he's just won a good header there. Longstaff. Bruno takes it off him. And now Livramento back to Fabian Schär. Bit of space.
Yeah, take your time.
Oh, it's a terrible pass to Bruno. And straight to Nkunku. This should be 3. It's not. How on earth have we got away with that? It's still bouncing around in the area. And it was shocking pass again from Schär.
Livramento's down as well.
But Billy, that ball was just hospital pass for Bruno.
Dreadful. Referee, that's the second one he's done.
Yeah,
should have been booked for the first. And he's going to get booked now.
Yeah.
Fucking wanker. Should have done the first one. He'd been off then.
I mean, there's no excuse for Fabian Schär today, Billy. And I'm sorry, I know Isak scored, but I'm fucking fuming at him.
Oh,
Bruno's
blowing bubbles.
Have they scored?
I think so. According to Moraes. You can chuck spoilers in about the Man United game, lads and ladies.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan Birds. Way up.
Longstaff bursting into the box and heads it out to play for a Chelsea goal kick.
Is that Reece James again? Because he's been absolutely superb second half.
Yeah, he's been good. Keith Truscott, thank you for another super chat. The ref earning his money today. Surprised he's not wearing a blue shirt. Here comes Asula. Look.
With 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, he gets his 2 minutes.
And Lloyd Kelly. Joe Linton's going off. He's run himself into the ground now, so you can't blame him for that.
Yep. He looked like he was stretching earlier on, Billy, to be fair.
So we're going for, unless that's probably going to go wide now, isn't he? Yeah. I'd like to see us go 4-4-2. Have a go. Well, Kelly's on for...
don't know, Billy.
Lewis Hall.
Oh, Lewis Hall. So Kelly's gone to left back, basically.
Yeah, strange decision that one, because I think Lewis Hall looks okay. I'd have took Burn off personally.
Well,
or Schär.
How Schär's got through this game, I do not know. I mean, he's been atrocious. Palmer flicks it onto Nkunku again. Nkunku running into the box. Burn is there. Nkunku goes down. Referee gives a penalty.
You're having a fucking... Oh, no, has he?
Has he booked Nkunku for diving?
Yeah, I think he might have done. No, he's given a penalty.
Oh, you are having a... He's booked Longstaff for dissent as well. This is comical. How is that a fucking penalty?
He couldn't wait to give it either, could he? He couldn't wait to fucking give it.
Oh, my God. That is... I mean...
It's a lovely flick. He might even be offside.
Let's have a look. Oh,
no,
come on.
No way. No way.
Come on.
We're not going to overturn it, though, are they?
How is Dan Burn supposed to do anything there when he's trying to stop him cutting?
Yeah, he has dived.
Of course he has. There. Oh, give over, man. If that's a penalty, football's gone.
No, he's dived.
Of course he has.
No end up. But they won't overturn that. Because he's touched it. No grab. There's no grab.
There's no grab. There's not enough there to send Nkunku to the floor like that. That is pathetic.
They're not going to overturn it. That's it. That's the point now. Because there's not enough evidence that hasn't stopped him from falling, made him fall. But it's just a shocking decision from the referee that VAR can't overturn.
By the way, we've got 6 minutes of additional time at the end of the second half. And still VAR. If there's this much going on here, then it shouldn't be given. I'm sorry, it's not clear and obvious.
It's got to be clear and obvious to overturn it, though, Paul. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he's been sent to the screen, Billy.
Oh. What did he book Longstaff for when it was stuck with Dan Burn that did it?
It was, well, descent, I would imagine, Billy.
I guess he ain't going to get that took off.
But I'm sorry, if he gives a penalty after looking at it again, then he wants shooting with shit, this referee. Disgusting. There's no way in hell that that's a penalty kick.
Well, can I have a bit of a close-in angle, please? Instead of giving him one from 30 yards away.
Do we need one, Billy?
Well, yeah, there you go. That's all you need. One who can fall to the ground diving. That's what you
not
need.
A penalty. No penalty.
Right, now book him for diving now.
He's reversed the decision. But Longstaff's descent booting will probably stay, Billy.
Yeah.
Now, how is Nkunku not being booked for diving?
Yeah, we want another 2 minutes added on there as well. Like Bruno just said.
But why is Nkunku not being booked for diving? Because that was a clear dive.
Yeah.
He didn't slip or anything. He tried to win a penalty.
Fucking Nkunku.
I mean, if he'd put his head down there and tried to beat Dan Burn, he probably would have scored, Billy.
He would have. He'd have scored. No doubt about it.
Dear me.
But Longstaff still gets a yellow card.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fucking ridiculous. All he's done is said to the referee, that's not a penalty, and he's booked him for dissent.
Yeah. So he's
It's
not
not
Longstaff for being right about his wrong decision. How is that a free kick,
come
man?
on, ref. Fuck off.
Dear me. Wow. West Ham did score a penalty, Billy, born on 92 minutes.
Oh, that's a shame. Super smashing great. Let's see what you would have with Man United.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, Neto has it on this near side now, as we're 3 minutes into injury time. Neto is trying to run the clock down. Good work by Joe Willock to win the ball back. Now Bruno. Bruno's got to be careful here. Cole Palmer breathing down his neck. Burn gets it away for Newcastle. Yasula holds it. It looks like he was fouled there.
Well, he was fouled. He was in the back.
He's not going to get one, is he? Isak takes the throw.
And coming on your back,
now Bruno spins away from Nkunku. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's lost the ball to Nkunku. And he's given a free kick.
And he's kicked the ball away.
Yeah, he's booked for that.
He should now be off.
Yeah, because he should have been booked for diving. But I tell you what, Billy, I think we got lucky there because I thought he scooped the ball away from Bruno.
No, he took his feet.
Oh, I don't know.
He did. He took his feet and he kicked the ball away.
In fact, Dan Robinson.
Should be a yellow card for the foul, but a yellow card for kicking the ball away.
Yeah. Dan Robinson, thank you for another super chat. They will do anything to maximise Chelsea's chance. Absolutely, they will.
We better get at least 98, 99 minutes here because we had 2.5, 3 minutes for the bloody VAR decision.
Yeah. Maresca's been booked now as well, the Chelsea manager. And Nkunku booked for kicking the ball away. As Newcastle come forward looking for an equaliser again. Bruno now plays it out wide to Jacob Murphy. Murphy to Bruno. We've got to get it forward. Because I don't trust this referee to add the proper minutes on, Billy.
No, nor do I. We're going backwards.
We're being forced back again. Kelly clipped forward for Isak, but across comes Caicedo. And Isak's taking the throw. That's not where we want Alexander Isak. And certainly not where we want Dan Burn. Plays it across.
No one in the middle because these actually took the throw in. Fucking retard.
Good work by Kelly holding off on Nkunku. And then, Nkunku's done Fabian Schär. And Nkunku's through on goal. He can lay this up to one of his teammates, but it's absolutely shocking pass from Nkunku. And I believe the offside flag's gone up. I mean, he hasn't looked special since coming on, Billy.
Fabian Schär again.
I'm done with him today. I'm not sure what the referee's talking about. He's having deep conversation with Fabian Schär. We're in the last minute of the official. I mean, is he giving a foul? Well, if that's another foul by Nkunku, how many times is he getting away with this?
Well, that's 3 he's made. He's only been on the pitch 4 minutes. Come on, Newcastle head. Hooray. Oh.
Asula with a flick on, but Murphy
What
can't
was
get
fucking
to it.
Murphy doing then? Fucking turning his back to the ball.
Yeah, Enzo smashes it away. Nick Pope comes way out of his goal to loft it forward again for Newcastle, but it's not. That's awful from Nick Pope. What on earth is that? He's literally kicked it from one side of the pitch and kicked it out on the other side instead of blasting it towards the penalty area.
If he blows up for time now, I want to see at least 99 minutes here.
Cole Palmer, by the way, player of the match on Sky.
For 45 minutes football, basically.
Yeah, and scored at the start of this half, and he's done nothing since. Anyway.
Dan Bird's gone to left back, by the way.
Well, I'm not sure whether that's just because he's... Oh, he has, yeah. Kelly's moved centre back.
Obviously, they think Dan Bird's more of a threat going forward.
Holy shit. Pumped out to the left-hand side. Burn does win a header. Isak, Longstaff, brings it down well. Longstaff to Willock. Willock floats a long ball out. I don't know what the hell that was.
Deflected, weren't it?
Yeah, Palmer just smashes it forward to waste a bit more time. 97 minutes on the clock. Palmer complaining about the time added on, but you've got no right to do that, pal.
You've got another minute, yeah, at least.
When Nkunku did what he did. Long ball forward again.
Oh.
Mistimed header by Fofana. And Newcastle hit towards, but Caicedo heads it away. Still we play on. Livramento. Out now to Jacob Murphy. Murphy tackled, throw into Newcastle. Get on with it, Jacob. And he does to Bruno now. Bruno, we've got to get it towards the penalty area, but instead we're going backwards here with Kelly to Share. Share does pump it forward. It's a good ball. Willock heads it across goal, and it's just over the bar. Could have been an own goal. But Reece James managed to control it well enough to put it wide of the post.
I mean, he's been phenomenal second half. He really has.
And Newcastle United have a corner.
Take it time, lads.
Yeah, Jacob Murphy comes across to take it. Nick Pope is up for the corner.
Fucking hell. Oh, dear me.
And the referee wants to calm things down in the middle at the moment because we've got a bit of a battle going on there.
Come on, let's have someone fall into the floor. I mean, look at Midget grabbing hold of Longstaff here, look.
Yeah.
Ref's looking at him.
Well, he's just pushed him again there. In comes the corner from Murphy. And Nick Pope going in at the near post. And the referee blows for full time. And Chelsea have once again turned us over at Stamford Bridge. It's a finished Chelsea 2, Newcastle United 1. Billy Trey.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. We've given them 2 goals, really. Disappointed performance. Well, not the performance as much. The performance wasn't as bad, but defensively, we were bloody awful. We need 2 centre-halves at the moment. We need Kelly to start. I'd start Kraft next game. 2 centre-halves really weren't looking at today.
But
just
Billy,
not good enough.
That should have been 2-2.
It should have been 2-2 because Alexander Isak's missed an absolute sitter.
Well, he's been greedy.
Selfishness.
Absolutely unbelievable selfishness, which should have got us an equaliser. All he had to do was roll it to Joe Linton for a simple tapping into an empty net, and he tried to be fancy and take 2 players on at the near post and then ended up losing the ball. Keith Truscott, thank you for another super chat. Sorry, we've got we've gone from bad to utter shite. Well, it could have been 2-2. I honestly, that is the point of the game for me that should be highlighted because it was a disgraceful piece of greediness.
Yeah, it was.
Stato joins us. Alex, 2-1 defeat. Terrible goal to concede at the start of the second half. And there's no explanation for what Isak did.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same kind of things we talked about, wasn't it? About the defence. It's just positioning, understanding the threats that Chelsea pose. It's a near post goal as well, which is frustrating from a goalkeeping perspective for Nick Pope. Yeah, very frustrating because again, it's exactly what I mentioned at half time. There were preventable attacks and 2 preventable goals because we know how Chelsea are going to play. Just the personnel not executing the defensive plan properly. And in terms of what Isak did, I'm pretty harsh when it comes to my opinion on substitutions. I would have subbed him for that. I think there are several managers in world football that would do similar. I think like a Mourinho or something like that would probably sub. That for me is unforgivable.
Well, I remember when Mancini did it with
Balotelli, but that was for
that was a friendly though.
But I think there's 2 situations where you can let him off. If he tries to have the shot or he tries to pass, but he tried neither of those things, unforgivable in that scenario.
He tried the fancy
which is
stuff.
frustrating.
He tried to take the two players on, Alex, at the near post, and you saw what he was trying to do. He was trying to take them on and then slot it in with his left foot. No excuse.
I don't want to scapegoat Isak, because Isak I thought was a lot better today. He scored the goal, which is his job as a striker, and I thought he was a lot better on the whole. But yeah, that was an unforgivable moment. That was very frustrating. Just defensively, I was so unhappy with Fabian Schär today. I thought he was lazy, sloppy, positionally just not good at all. Lazy in man marking, in chasing, in blocks. I thought Dan Burn was found out massively on the ball, and I didn't understand the substitution for Lloyd Kelly for Hall. I thought it should have been Burn to come off. Joe Linton was gassed 10 or 15 minutes prior to him coming off. I didn't understand the substitutions or the timings of substitutions. And again, I'm frustrated because I think this was a game in which I think we could have got some points. And I think it was things that were avoidable. The goals were avoidable. The defenders just weren't able to execute the plan. Part of that is fine. We didn't recruit defensively properly in the previous window. We didn't have that athletic, fast centre half that we wanted. However, he does have Lloyd Kelly on the bench. There were alternatives. And whether people agree or disagree with me, at the end of the day, guys, it's another lost game. And we're sat far down the table now. The only positive from today is at least Man United are lower than us, but it's still shocking. It is really, really poor.
James Morrison's been a member with us for 21 months now. Thank you so much, James, for your support. All in favour for selling Isak and bringing Osimhen. Also, the saying is true. I fear Schär needs to leave football before it leaves him. Dreadful.
I mean, the second goal, the backing off was, I mean, I know Nick Pope should save it.
Yeah,
Schär's got to go to the ball and try and stop the shot.
Yeah, Alex, we'll get your thoughts in a minute. Nick Thornton, thank you for your super chat. Arsenal, Forest, West Ham, Palace and Liverpool. We could be back close to where we were when Howe joined. Pull the trigger and let's move forward. I mean, that unforgivable, that defending by Schär. Especially, Alex, when, even when I can remember as a kid, being coached to show somebody onto their weaker foot, right? So Fabian Schär inexplicitly shows him onto his favoured left foot, where we know he's got a wonderful left foot, and Nick Pope's slow to react as well.
Yeah. It's very, very poor from a defensive standpoint. We knew that we were going to get hurt in transition. The one thing that frustrates me so much is that goal we conceded was from Tino went central again, which it got us a goal in the first half. So that is just something that we've obviously worked on. But then we've clearly not worked on what do we do if we lose the ball when Tino's central? Because there was no plan. Everybody was scrambling. To be fair, the player with the biggest commitment to try and stop that was Isak, was actually scrambling back to try and stop something. But there was no plan on how to defend if that move breaks down in step one, which is poor, is really, really poor. And I feel like an extra bit needs to go on Fabian. I appreciate Dan Burn had his problems today, but we know the limitations of Dan Burn as a footballer. I'm not going to hang him out to dry for that. We bought Sven Botman to be the number one in that position. So it's not Dan Burn's fault that Burn can't play football. He's a great defender. He's old school. He's great at certain things, but there are limitations, but that's fine. But Fabian, on the other hand, Fabian Schär was lazy today. He is meant to be one of the OG players, part of this team for a long time. He's one of the servants of the club. He's been here for years, and he's not standing up as a leader. He was just lazy in a lot of it, and this is precisely why we were looking for a replacement or an understudy or a long-term solution to him in the summer. And I'm afraid, look, we need Fabian this season. He was so important for us in our Champions League season, but this year, all he's done so far is getting himself sent off for a headbutt. Fine, he hits his 25-yarders and he scored a pen. Fantastic. We need a defender that can defend and just help us build out a little bit. And we're not getting that from Fabian so far this season. It's just, we need defenders that can just do some of the basics in modern football, which is general centre-half play and at least be able to play out from the back. Like Fabian in that second half played a ball back to Nick Pope that was bobbling and bouncing. Yeah, absolutely unforgivable. We know that Nick Pope's not great on the ball anyway. So for your ball-playing centre-half to play a bobbling ball back to the goalkeeper from 10 yards, what are you doing, Fabian? Play across the floor. You're putting us in so much unnecessary trouble. Like it's just unforgivable. It really, really is.
I mean, I'll talk about the Lloyd Kelly substitution. He put Lloyd Kelly in at centre back and played Dan Burn as an attacking left back. He thought that Dan Burn was a better option attacking our left flank than Lewis Hall was. Makes sense of that.
I don't think you can. Kevin says, lads did nothing wrong there. Premier League rules, that was. Pure difference in quality because they abused the rules and have a £2 billion squad. No, come on. It's individual silly mistakes that cost us the game again.
I think we could have won that game. I really do. If we'd have played that game to our full potential on all sides of the pitch, we'd have won that game today.
They weren't firing on all cylinders, Chelsea weren't. That was there for
By the way,
points.
I'm just seeing Palmer's goal again, Alex. The reason Isak was sprinting back was because he lost the ball in the middle of the pitch, and that's why.
But that happens. You're not always going to. There's three people. It's congested. There may be but we need a plan for if we lose the ball in that first phase. We need to have a plan for it, and it was just so poor.
It's.
Can I just mention something about Howe as well? There's going to be a big problem now because there were moments in that game that you can put down to individual player concentration, such as Fabian Schär or Isak not pulling the trigger on an open goal. However, Eddie Howe has now caused himself problems because of strange substitutions, strange centre-half tactics. Now there's going to be questions on Eddie Howe's approach to that. He could have avoided that, but he's done strange. Again, I am absolutely sick of us putting ourselves in positions where we have to put Nick Pope up front on the 95th minute. Well, 99th minute in this instance. How many times have we seen Nick Pope up front this season? I think that's probably the third. Yeah. We're only in October, guys. We've seen Nick Pope up front 3 times. That means we're chasing games so hard, which is a problem.
A few super chats to go through, guys. Just bear with me while I get them on the screen to read out. I'm trying to see where the last one was. Keith Truscott, we're a low to middle of the table side. We're going to have to seriously buy in January if we want to improve our position in the table. I think Eddie is gone. If not, John Adams, member for 12 months on the channel. Thank you for your support, John. Why does Eddie keep taking Tonali off? Hopefully for a better result in the Carabao Cup. Kevin Greener, member for 17 months. Thanks, Kev. I'll settle for a loss today if we win on Wednesday. Need a cup win for the club to move forward. Butch, thank you for your super chat. Why can't we play a 5-3-2? Why does he refuse? Please adapt. The Crocodile, thank you for your super chat. Logan Donnelly watching his first Toon game, and even he's confused with manager decisions. Those subs, ? Hall was class. Case Ball, thank you for your super chat. Out of the cup, beat off Arsenal and Forest, and Howe is gone. Top manager needed now. Wrong tactics, wrong players, and no plan B. Howe is not good enough. Tomo, thank you for your super chat. Knowing these owners and how they operate, they will not settle for the shaming of their investment much longer. Some very good points there.
Well, I think it's a reluctance to change the style, isn't it? Like Eddie Howe started implementing a style in pre-season, and he's stuck to that, despite the fact we've not recruited well enough for this. We do want to move to a possession-based system. We're trying to play a certain way, and again, we're trying to play a high line with 2 aging centre halves who are not fast anyway. There's multiple things at play here. It's recruitment, it's Eddie Howe, it's individual mistakes, it's concentration. It's frustrating because last week we were okay on mostly defensively, apart from obviously Fabian's issue, and we couldn't score. Today, I think we looked a lot more cohesive in attack in parts of the game, and we got the goal. But then it was the other end. We were just that's probably equally as poor as we were against Brighton, I guess, defensively. Just moments. And it's not good enough. And this reminds me, this phase of when Eddie Howe first took over, where we just can't, every single game, we can see positives, but we just can't get any wins. It's feeling like that right now.
Nick Thornton, thank you for another super chat. I wouldn't want Howe or his nephew anywhere near our January transfer business. I mean, what else can we say? It seems to be the same old guys, and obviously we'll get into it more when the dust settles a bit more tomorrow night on the review show. But I don't know where to look now, because Howe doesn't want to change from the 4-3-3. It's blatantly obvious. He can't change anything, or I'm not saying he can't. He won't change anything during the game with formations. I mean, Billy, you mentioned in commentary then.
The issue, though.
No, I don't.
No,
think, I don't
I'm
think
not. I'm not sure it is, mate. But what I'm saying is, just try something different. You know, I mean,
we need the personnel for that, though. We either go counter-attacking, or we haven't got any like lock pickers. We didn't buy a Maddison. We don't have a Palmer. We don't have a thread the eye of the needle. The closest we have in our squad is Bruno, but we're asking him to play 6 roles. You know, we're asking him to do the ball recoveries, to keep the tempo of the game going, to play this, We're asking him to basically be Luka Modric, and it's a bit unfair on Bruno because he's trying to do everything. We need someone else to play.
Bruno was magnificent today.
The amount of times today that Joe Linton or Sean couldn't just play a simple 6-yard forward pass to somebody. They can't do it. It was just breaking down.
There was a chance Alex Harvey Barnes could have played in Joe Linton, but he decided to cut across looking for a shot again. When a simple ball into Joe Linton who could square the ball across.
When a 5v4.
Yeah, it's decisions like that are costing us games. Agent Tech Streams, thank you for being a member for 10 months. There is no attacking manager available though. 46 shots, 8 big chances. Oh dear me. Yeah, it doesn't make for great reading. Revenger, thank you very much for your super chat. We are all frustrated. We had a disastrous 2 windows, lost some backroom staff. Honestly, we need some positive news in January to get this team going. Why? I got a feeling if Howe leaves, he will go to Man United. Abhishek, thank you very much for your super chat. I want Kraft to start in place of Share. Kraft is more solid defensively, and before Share came from suspension, he was filling his place very well. James Morrison, thank you for your super chat. If I'm the board right now, sack Howe and bring a manager to spend the money in January. Just go get Amaram or Frank. People say sack Howe. Why do you get to come?
If we're going to get rid of Howe, I'd want an elite man. I'd want a Terzic or a Nagelsmann or someone like that. I wouldn't want to go like for like with a I don't know, Marco Silva or Javier or something like that.
Yeah,
I'd rather we weren't reactionary with this. To be fair, we are all emotional. We've just lost.
Yeah. Which is why we do the review 24 hours later, because it gives time for the dust to settle. We can look at the highlights again and take stock rather than going straight at them. But I think it's going to be a spicy review tomorrow night. Nick Thornton, thank you again for a super chat. Mancini is available. Just saying again. Simon Ward, thank you for your super chat. Midfield covering defense too much. We're stuck there, so aren't attacking properly. I'm how out now.
Incidentally, I've seen some people saying that Bruno's game has gone down since he had the captaincy armband. No, that's nonsense. That was a captain's performance today. He's unfortunate to be on the losing side.
Yeah, he was.
The only thing I didn't like was he lost the ball once in front of the box. But that's going to happen with the amount we ask him to do. Apart from that, I thought he was outstanding all game.
I don't think he should be captain though, but it doesn't matter what I think. I mean, he is captain, and he certainly gave a brilliant performance today. I thought he was everywhere.
I thought it was inspirational today. I really do. It's just the people around him don't pick up on it.
But again, it's the fact that we're talking about people around our better players not being good enough. How many years have we said that now? And we haven't replaced the key positions that we really needed. How we didn't get a right winger in the summer, I do not know. We look so. I mean, that game started, Alex. The first 10 minutes, Chelsea cut through us 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a combination of 2 things. We've not got the personnel, but at the same time, I feel like Howe is shooting himself in the foot by just playing a style that don't suit certain players at the club. Playing Fabian and Dan Burn and just, I don't know. Maybe it's a message. Maybe he's just saying, look, this is the way we progress. This is the style of football, because it is a decent style of football. We're getting so many chances. Maybe this is him saying, look, I need better attackers. I need a right winger. I need better centre halves. I need faster centre halves, because he's not willing to change. This is how he wants to progress and play football. And to be fair to him, we didn't really recruit, but that partly is Howe's fault. It partly is Mitchell's fault. It's partly everybody's fault. Mitchell came in the summer and just went, right, I'm going to honour the existing plan to not rustle any feathers. Ended up rustling feathers anyway, supposedly. And it's just not worked. I mean, the only thing really that we can say is Eddie Howe's not going to change what we're doing. He's got this, and he wants to play this way. So the only real thing we can do is roll the dice on some transfers and try and get some more players in that suit how we want to play football. But we've got to wait until January for that. So I don't really know what we're supposed to do because Howe's reluctant to change things. Like Lloyd Kelly's not come into the side. You know, we still keep seeing Toon Army coming off, although he wasn't fantastic today, really. He was pretty average. That was still a strange one as well. I think Joe Linton should have come off first. But yeah, I don't know. We're just meandering towards January at the moment.
I mean, the question is where are we looking now? Let's forget the Carabao Cup on Wednesday. We're talking about the Premier League. Arsenal next. Forest. I mean, who are playing very well at the minute. Their confidence is up. You kind of look at us and you think, well, we're just ambling along at the minute. Yeah, the performances aren't too bad, but the
template, the blueprint of how we play is okay. Yeah. We're creating lots of chances. We've got lots of reasonably creative players to a point in certain ways. A lot of ball progression through dribbling, but then there's just certain areas of the pitch where the personnel aren't good enough to play the like that way.
Yeah.
The centre halves, on the right side. I don't know, and Howe's not going to change it. So he's
not.
This is going to continue, and I don't know.
Oscar, thank you for your super chat. Eddie is doing to us exactly what he did at Bournemouth. March them to the top of the hill and march them down again. Revenger, thank you for another super chat. Our back four can't sustain because we have two young attacking wing backs. Puts too much pressure on Burn and Share.
That's nonsense. That's nonsense.
No, I disagree with that. The goals came today from Tino not matching the run on his side, which has nothing to do with the centre halves. And then the second goal came from Tino being in the middle of the park, which was an instruction from the coaches. That is a move they want. And that worked for us in the first half because we scored from it. So Tino being involved centrally in the build-up, inverting, is down to Howe and the coaches. So that's not the centre halves' fault, but that's not to say they were faultless. The centre halves were poor in other areas today, but it wasn't because of the fullbacks. That's not fair.
Kev Greener, thank you for a super chat. He says the last signing to improve the first team was Anthony Gordon.
You could argue Toon Army, but he's not really played or.
Yeah, but he was he was
got
signed
into his rhythm, has he?
Yeah, but Toon Army. But
it was all right today. It was all right.
But if Toon Army keeps getting brought off every single game, what is that doing to him?
Well, I agree.
He's looking around thinking, what the hell's going on? He was the spearhead at AC Milan. He's a spearhead for the Italian national side. And for us, Eddie Howe yanks him off every bloody 67 minutes.
I think the yellow card was the catalyst for that.
Probably.
Maybe.
I don't think anybody needs to. I think there might be a couple that go for Toon Army today for not being good enough. And I feel like I would urge people to not go for Toon Army off one average performance. He's allowed.
He wasn't bad. He was just mediocre.
I mean, our expectations at Toon Army are like, up there around Bruno levels, aren't they? Rufiad Benisian, thank you for your super chat. If Eddie Howe is sacked, Terzic would be the best choice with players we have. Plays 4-3-3 or mods it to 4-2-3-1 or as the situation dictates.
We don't have the players to play that way. We don't. We haven't recruited that way at all.
We haven't recruited at all for anyway.
Well, yeah, we've not really recruited at all, have we? So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, everybody's frustrated. It's a real pain in the arse today. We didn't expect. I guess we didn't expect to come away with it.
It's worse. We expected to get a good stuff in today, and we haven't. And we probably could have won the game, and that makes it worse for me.
I mean, look, I find that Isak incident unforgivable. And I'm 100% behind you, Alex. He should have been taken off, if not just to bollock him, but to prove a point from Eddie Howe that he's not taking shite like that.
That was unforgivable.
Gary Clark, thank you for your super chat. Would Mancini play Sandro better? Yes.
Well, Foxy mentioned earlier that Mancini is available for a reason. I've not looked into it enough whether he would be an appropriate. Yeah, I don't think we're at the point to discuss other managers. I know that some of you are. Fair enough. But that's not good. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we are continuing until the January transfer window. I think Howe gets the rest of the season unless the wheels completely fall off. So we will just continue as we are. He's built a good team to a point. There's a lot of positives there, but I think the frustrating
that's the thing is, Alex, when you say
fans,
that, you're saying to a point. Is that the point that Eddie Howe has reached and can't get any further?
It's what we've just been talking about. It's he's willing, he wants to play this way, but it's with like certain personnel that can't do it.
Yeah,
such as Murphy and Miggy.
Win the next 3 games, to be honest. I think he's got to either win the cup game or Arsenal. And if it don't win them two,
I agree. If we keep losing, then if we get to sort of late November and we start
half of the table, that will not.
He's in
that. Yeah.
I think he's gonna.
Yeah, because as much as we disagree with Craig Hope about certain things, he's not wrong in what he says here. That if we do start to meander, we've got a lot of players that have joined us under the sort of the proviso that we're going to push for European football and we're going to be a force in Europe. So they're not all going to be dandy at this. If we're absolutely,
of course not.
It's going to be a problem, and the board are going to have to make a choice eventually if the wheels do continue to spin.
Yeah. Right, there we go. That is Matchday Live done and dusted. Sadly, not the result we wanted at all today. It's another defeat for Newcastle United. We're still 12th in the table, but we're looking up now as teams are starting to pull away from us because we're not getting the points in that we maybe should. We just have to be thankful that we had got the points in when we weren't playing as well as we are now. So football is a strange game at times, but listen. A lot coming up on the channel. Tomorrow night, we've got obviously the match review. We'll go over it. We'll give you our player ratings, etc. It should be quite a spicy show, I would imagine, as it normally is. Tuesday night, I think we've got a double header. I think we've got our preview of the Carabao Cup game, and then straight after that is the War Lashes show with Sam and Aaron. So a lot coming up there. And, of course, Matchday Live on Wednesday night for the game against Chelsea. So loads coming up, guys. So get yourself subscribed if you're not already done so. Welcome to all our new subscribers on the channel today. Please also give it the thumbs up if you've enjoyed the commentary. Thank you so much for all your memberships, for all your super chats today. It's been a great discussion in there.
And
Keith Dites, we're 50 gifted memberships, so that's incredible. But thank you for all your generosity throughout the show. It really does help us. And of course, Mods, you've been fantastic yet again. And of course, Billy and Alex, thank you very much for your company this afternoon. But you guys out there, absolute legends. Once again, I'm just sorry we couldn't commentate on another win. It's a little bit frustrating, but hey, it can only get better from where we are now. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and we will see you tomorrow night for the live review. Don't forget, I'll be doing a match reaction over on YouTube, a recorded one, and Billy and Alex will be doing Patreon podcast. So one of those guys will put up the link for that when they have released that one. But thank you very much for watching. Try and enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, folks, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.
Away the lads and lasses.
Come back and check on some green.